one. I need compelling, man. I need compelling. I need something that's gonna catch my interest. Hangman and MJF can't do all the work. A very middle of the road, thumbs in the middle Dynamite tonight. Oh man, what a main event that was. A predictable main event, but holy shit, man, that was what we call a certified banger. But it's Takeshita. I'm not really surprised. Tonight we're gonna talk Dynamite. We got more Death Riders. Oh, great. We got MJF and Adam Page and a bunch of other stuff that I'm sure you're not interested in. But Jesse's back. And he's got his computer working, so someone order him an old-fashioned. He's gonna need it. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my cold beverage. Hopefully you got yours. I'll see you guys at the venue, and when I walk through those doors, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for February 26th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York. I don't even have Jesse up. Where the fuck is he? Oh, man, that's my fault, man. Oh, there he is. Where is he? Where is he? Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him. Jesse, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're there. Where are you? Oh, yeah, it's my fault. Oh, man. There he is. There he is, man. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. Look, it's all your fucking computer problems, bro. There he is. There he is.
Man, what is going on tonight, bro?
Joined by the one and only Chi-Town Smart, who had computer problems, and then the problems bled onto me.
Bro, I'm so tired of technology, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro.
I just had the wrong screen up. There he is. I had my Twitch screen up.
What is going on in the NYC, bro?
It's 55 degrees over here. I love it.
That's what man. Beautiful fucking weather, right?
It is great. It is great tonight. It is great every night here on Off the Script, man. Dynamite tonight. How you feeling, man? How you feel about this show?
Man, bro, let me tell you, man, it was fucking god awful.
Well, okay. That's quite the opinion there, bro. God awful is not something I'd use for tonight, but
I got this as terrible, man. I'm not even gonna lie, and I feel like I've been extremely optimistic and fair. I get bored tonight, man.
Listen, man, I'm bored every night with this show. There's nothing compelling about this show. MJF, I'm being completely honest with you and everybody else watching me. I cannot sit here and watch MJF and Adam Page do the majority of the work for the interest that is so sorely needed on this show. Well,
yeah,
they cannot be tasked with doing everything and getting everything back on track. Not to say that it wasn't, just them two and that was it tonight. I thought the Ricochet and Swerve segment was really good, especially Swerve and Nana. Ricochet, not so much. And then we got that great main event, predictable as it may be, with Orange Cassidy and Konosuke Takeshita. Outside that, bro, you could not buy any interest from me to this show. I didn't think it was god awful, but boring is the key word here, man. This show, this company right now is fucking boring.
It literally put me to sleep.
Yeah.
It literally put me to sleep, man. And I was not tired coming in. I was excited. I was happy. They've been on a nice little, I don't want to say hot streak, but they've been on a nice little warm streak. It's been fine. It's been inviting. It's been fun. It's been cool. I personally found nothing redeeming about tonight, man. And don't even get me started with Collision. This Collision corner is going to be one for the ages, bro.
This Collision corner is going to be one for the ages. I'm sorry, guys. My microphone is not where it usually is. I don't know what happened. That should be better now.
You did just come in louder just now, yeah.
There you go. See? I don't know what happened. Technology, man. I updated OBS today. I updated my computer, so something obviously went wrong. Like it usually does. Like it usually does with Windows 10.
Ridiculous. That's what I don't get. I mean, I don't go. One would think, a viewer of this channel, one would think that when the show is over, that we go around changing all of our settings and readjusting shit and resetting everything just so we can redo it. We don't change anything. It stays the same. We turn the computer on, it's fine.
I don't touch a fucking thing, bro.
So then we come on and right when we need it, shit just stops working. Like,
Let me double check again. Just make sure. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Jeez, man.
I don't know, man. Where you want to start? What was the biggest takeaway from tonight's show?
Bro, I'm gonna defer. I have nothing that I enjoyed tonight, man. Not even gonna lie.
You had nothing that you enjoyed tonight,
bro. Nothing stood out to me as like, wow, this part was great. No, I mean, I'm honest.
You got to pick something, man. What was your favorite thing about tonight? If you had to choose one thing on this very boring episode.
That they made sense of Willow coming out to give Marina the concerto because she had reason to, because Marina kept cutting her off. So I guess that's reason to come out and give her a concussion. That was reason, I guess.
I guess the punishment in that case did not fit the crime, huh?
No, and I thought this was gonna lead to a match. This just leads to her coming out and spitting in-game shit with a concerto to Marina Shafir. Not a match.
That's a good topic for us to discuss, the Death Riders, because clearly Adam Cope is taking out one by one all of the Death Riders. He's got Claudio and Pac out. Now Marina's out. And John Moxley is the only one. Wheeler Yuta, obviously, goodbye. Useless. Anyway, and now Moxley's all by himself. And we're heading into the pay-per-view with Cope and Mox one-on-one, supposedly. Now, tonight there was a little dash of pepper on the pasta sauce tonight with Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana. Apparently, the winner of the Ricochet and Swerve match at Revolution is going to be crowned the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. So I don't know how all of this is going to play out, but if we're looking at it head on, AEW needs to end the Death Rider storyline at Revolution. It cannot go on any longer. There is zero interest. It is fucking garbage. There's not a single part of my soul that gives a shit about this, and I'm sure there are a lot of people that feel the same way. The right decision on March 9th would be for Copeland to win the championship and for Christian Cage to cash in the contract and become the new AEW World Champion. That would at least give us some interest in whatever's going on here. It's failed. We need to move on. Tony needs to learn a lesson and not give creative control to fucking half of the people that he gave creative control in AEW to. Jon Moxley is not someone you're giving creative control to after this fucking latest debacle. This is awful. Nobody wants to see it, and everybody wants to see it end. That's the first thing. Now, are they going to do that? The answer is no. They're not going to do that.
Don't forget, if Swerve loses, Nana's leaving him, apparently.
Swerve is not going to lose. Swerve is not going to lose.
He better not, because he can't afford to lose Nana.
Swerve is not going to lose, which brings me to that point. I have said weeks ago that I feel, and they dropped that out of nowhere because they basically booked themselves into a fucking corner.
A complete corner.
Swerve and Lashley, they dropped it. I remember vividly that Swerve at one of the Hammerstein shows here in New York City targeted the Hurt Syndicate and was still coming for them. It's not over yet. All of a sudden, as soon as we turn the calendar to 2025, it's almost as if everything that we saw upon Lashley and the Hurt Syndicate being formed in AEW, they dropped it out of nowhere. So the match that we saw with Swerve and Lashley ultimately meant nothing for this short period of time because they dropped it out of nowhere and they moved Swerve onto Ricochet. Now, this number one contender match creates an interesting situation. I said months ago that I would say that we get match number 2 with Swerve and Lashley, and that Swerve would get his win back. Clearly, that did not happen, and clearly, they didn't want Bobby Lashley to take a loss. So that's the way I figured that one out. Swerve is going to beat Ricochet. Swerve is going to need some backup, because right now, who does he got? He's got nobody. He's going to need backup against the Death Riders. Jon Moxley's going to beat Adam Copeland. I predict Jay White's going to turn on Adam Copeland. I mean, it's telegraphed like fucking a blind man could see it. Jay White is going to turn. Why? I don't know. What the explanation is as to why he would turn on Adam Copeland after all that he's done, I don't know. But Swerve is going to beat Ricochet. Swerve is going to be the number one contender. Swerve versus Jon Moxley is going to be the next program going into Double or Nothing. And Swerve is going to have backup in the Hurt Syndicate against the Death Riders, and we're going to get the Death Riders versus the Hurt Syndicate going into Double or Nothing. That is my prediction. That is where we're going to go. I stood firm on that, and I think they're going to replay that now without giving us the second Swerve and Lashley match because he's going to need some backup. And the most dangerous man in AEW can't do it alone. Otherwise, we're going to get a rehash of what we're seeing right now with Copeland, with Swerve going into Double or Nothing. So that's where I see everything playing out going into Arizona for Double or Nothing.
Bro, look, man. Jay White cannot.
Oh, whatever. Dynasty. I'm sorry. Dynasty. 1 year to the month, right? Swerve won the title last year. He's going to try and win it back at the same show. There you go. I'm sorry. I was jumping ahead. Dynasty is so irrelevant that I don't even remember it was a pay-per-view. Sorry.
Okay. Jay White, I feel like they just turned him babyface.
Yeah. But why?
If they turn, I mean, bro, that is the main question for 2025 with AEW. Why was this babyface turned?
They don't know that question is not in their vocabulary, bro. Why?
No, it's not. Jay White turning heel right now completely destroys any kind of credibility his character has. they shoved the fact down our throat that he's a babyface. All right, along with people like Chris Statlander, along with people like Adam Cole and everything else. They shoved it down our throat. They did that because they really gave us no legitimate explanation why they did the turn that they originally fucking did. None of it made sense. But they just shoved it. They didn't really explain it, and they just moved on. So after I sat here, right here, and complained week after week after week about how I was still waiting for a legit explanation why this turn happened, or this turn happened, they just said nothing, so I moved on from it. You go around, you turn around and turn one of these fucking people back again right now, and I'm just completely frustrated with it. I don't understand it. They might as well turn Statlander heel again at that point. It makes no sense. You've told us these people are baby faces with no explanation and then moved on to the point where you just accepted it. You turn them again, now I'm going to sit here and look at you in the face and like, what the fuck are you doing? You cannot expect me to keep tuning in like this and you just flip-flop people for
I don't know how they don't expect people to ask questions. The last time we saw Jay White was with the Bullet Club Gold or the Bang Bang Gang. They came back. They put them in a fucking tag team title match against the Hurt Syndicate, only to disappear after fucking jobbing them out to the only tag team in the fucking company. And now Jay White, where are his friends? Why did he all of a sudden abandon his friends when they came back? There's no story. There's no cohesiveness. There's no road on why Jay White is not with his guys and why his guys are not with Jay White. Now, like Jesse said, you didn't give us the reason as to why he's a babyface. All because he's teaming with Copeland and he's fighting for the right of the company against the Death Riders. That's not enough. You didn't give him a reason. You didn't give him a promo to tell us why. You can't use the excuse of, oh, it's the Death Riders. You can't do that. Now you're going to turn him heel again, more than likely, because it's telegraphed like a fucking blind man could see it. He's going to turn on him at the fucking pay-per-view, and Copeland is going to battle Jay White going into the spring. Gee, man, why? Can you give me a fucking reason? And this is why we shit on AEW stories. They don't have people that care for the little details. You gotta care about those details because the more you ignore them, they're just gonna pile up and you're gonna have so much of why people are gonna lose interest. And that's where everybody is right now. Please tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't fucking say that. You know, it... I also don't understand why they do these turns, they give us no explanation, and from what it looks like, they're starting to tease or veer or possibly go right back into the turn that they just came from. It's frustrating. It's fucking frustrating because you want us to get invested in what you're selling. If you're selling me this guy's a babyface, if you're selling me this guy's a heel, and if you change it, awesome, great. The shock value is there, great storytelling, great. What is that story behind this turn? Why did it happen? Why did it happen? When it happened? What was the reason for it? You have nothing for that, and then you just keep on going like we're not supposed to give a shit, and you start flip-flopping back and forth. At that point, I'm just sitting here just watching just to be watching. Okay, that happened. Don't know why. Oh, look at that. That's going to happen next. And then there it did. You have to care less. If you care more after getting nonsensical storytelling, I feel dumber as I watch. Maybe that's just a me thing. I feel dumber as we go on if all you're going to do is just turn and flip and turn and flop and not explain shit as we go along. I mean, I feel stupid. Look, man. My disbeliefs are completely suspended because it's pro wrestling. We're pro wrestling fans. We're going to sit here and we're going to believe what you tell us because we're pro wrestling fans. That doesn't make me stupid, though. So please tell us something that is cohesive as far as the story that you're trying to portray to us and everything like that. And if you can't do that and you expect us to follow along and still give a shit, it's a shame on you for not recognizing that your audience would like a better story to be told.
So what happens then? Is the Hurt Syndicate and Swerve going to take down the Death Riders because they're the hottest act in the company? They're the most legit act in the company. So, I mean, that's what everybody's been asking for. You run into the wall known as the Hurt Syndicate. if you're the Death Riders, that should be the group that takes them down and saves AEW, right? I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. Swerve would be the world champion then, right? Then we go back to Swerve and Bobby Lashley, correct? Being that Swerve wins the championship, Bobby Lashley will do business with Swerve if he gets the world title match that he's promised by doing business with Swerve if he wins the championship, correct? Am I on the right path? What about Jay White if he does turn on Adam Copeland, which, again, is telegraphed and we see it coming from a mile away? What happens then? Is Jay White now kind of tippy-toeing in the main event scene with Cope and the Death Riders only to do what? Wrestle Copeland one-on-one and then what? Lose? Well, how does that benefit Jay White? I don't understand how any of that operates and what AEW is thinking as far as the creative direction for everybody involved here.
Here's another example of the shit that they give us when it doesn't make sense, and then they figure out it doesn't make sense and then move on. But that's not the way to. Okay, when this whole Death Rider story angle began, the Dark Order were front and center to defend the honor of AEW. Not that anyone wants to see that, but that's what you gave us. So that being said, where's the fucking Dark Order right now? You started this story off by them being the front runners with saving us from the Death Riders. You just completely just tossed them out of the fucking equation.
Bro, where's everybody? Where's Danny Garcia? Darby Allin's fucking climbing Mount Everest. Where's Private Party? I mean, where did it Hook? Where did all those guys go that ended the show in October at the Wrestle Dream show? Where did everybody go? Look at where we have devolved this storyline into. Nobody fucking gives a shit. Now we got Copeland and Jay White, as if that's gonna fucking solve their problems.
Yep.
The only thing people are asking for is a fucking end to this. Give the title to literally anybody. The fucking security guard sitting at ringside. Anybody. It needs to die. But they won't do it because Tony doesn't know how to say no.
It's getting frustrating, man. And this is just, if you go back and look at my review right here from a week ago, you know, the tone is completely different. Well, we had a Collision last week. We had this show right now, and then we have the way that this show is looking. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I don't blindly follow anyone or anything. I don't sit here and put something over just because I want to, just because I want. I'm going to call it like I fucking see it. If I see it as, hey, let's see where it goes. I mean, it's not fair to shit on it right now. I'm not going to sit here and say it's great when I know it's bad. I'm not going to sit here and say it could get better when I know it's not going to. So I'm not going to sit here and act like everything looks great when it doesn't. I mean, they have to stop insulting their audience's intelligence, man.
Bro, the sickos don't care if their intelligence is insulted. As long as they're getting banger matches that Dave Meltzer and his fucking $315 a month patrons are paying for him to do some fictional fucking award show at the end of the year. That's all that matters.
Jesus.
Tony books this shit with how many stars can Dave Meltzer give my matches at the end of the year? It's exactly what he's booking fucking shows on. It's disgusting.
I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, that has to make some kind of sense because what we're getting is not. So maybe that is what he's doing. I don't know. But it's not translating well to television.
No.
5-star matches does not translate well to television.
And listen, this is just not us shitting on AEW, man. WWE isn't fucking lighting the world on fire either. SmackDown is fucking terrible. I've said that time and time again. SmackDown is fucking awful. And WrestleMania season hasn't felt like WrestleMania season. I finally felt like it was WrestleMania season when fucking Dwayne showed up on Friday night. And even then we got more questions than we did answers. But at least it's something. I don't know what the fuck is going on in these companies. I really don't. It's like almost they don't even give a shit. AEW hasn't given a shit for 2 years now.
Yeah, when I forgot about that. When Dwayne showed up and invited Cody to the freak-off. That's right, man.
Yeah.
That's great shit, guys. WWE is on that. It's WrestleMania season. Break glass in case of emergency to reveal The Rock. You know, it's kind of lazy. Roman's on part-time vacation right now. Roman's on cruise control right now. Cody's supposed to be leading front and center. Cody doesn't know what's going on with Cody right now himself. Weird. But we digress. AEW.
We're going to get into this show tonight. Mjf and Adam Page, they had a very good segment with a couple of laughable moments, just logic gaps that should not be in the show. Honestly, I mean, it's just a sloppy fucking produced show. And then, you know, you listen to the report that Brian Alvarez put out last week that AEW, people backstage, management or whoever's backstage, frustrated that Tony Khan doesn't hold production meetings. If you hold production meetings, the shit that we see that's laughable and that we pick apart every fucking week, it might not be something we pick apart. If there's a fucking production meeting and people look at the wrongs that are blatantly on television, or how they make it to television, I don't know. We'll talk about MJF and Adam Page. We'll talk about Daniel Garcia finally getting a TNT title match, defending his championship against Adam Cole. And then we'll talk about Adam Copeland, Jon Moxley, where it's going, Swerve and Ricochet. They had a segment on tonight's show. We have new number one contenders for the tag team championships. They're not Brian Cage and Lance Archer. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. Let's bury another fucking tag team. The second most over tag team in the company. Let's throw them to the Hurt Syndicate. Great. Fantastic. With no fucking story. Great. It's really, really compelling stuff. We're going to get into it tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining us right here on Off the Script. Sorry for the minor technical hiccups before. Jesse had some problems that are now fixed on his end. My volume, because I updated my PC today, somehow got out of whack. Hopefully everything is good to go for the rest of the stream. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. We're nearing 62,000 followers on Twitter. Make sure you guys go and do that at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. I've been uploading a little bit more often on both Instagram Reels and TikTok, so make sure you guys go check that stuff out. Some highlights from the streams that you see during the week. We just hit 10,000 subscribers on the second channel. Thank you guys very much. More content going up there this week. As soon as I get to it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to this channel. We are on our way to 167,000 subscribers on the main channel. Thank you guys very much. I'd love to get to 170 before WrestleMania. There's definitely a possibility, so let's do that. Go follow Jesse on Twitter, at ChyTownSmark, and follow him on YouTube as well. I linked him down below in the description of this very video. We got 2,300 people watching right now on YouTube. I would love to see 1,000 likes, because the like button, the more you hit it, the more we are seen in the algorithm. So make sure you guys go and do that. Also, if you're watching after the fact and are listening to us right now, post the live stream. I would love if you leave a comment down below. Helps us out in the algorithm as well. Super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. As always, it's the best way to support what we do here on Off the Script. And go check out all of the other content on the channel. There's plenty of it. I've been a madman this month, trying to make this the second biggest February in the history of the channel, which right now it is. Nothing's going to beat last year. Last year, just WrestleMania plans got fucked up so badly that everybody was losing their mind. And so did the YouTube ad revenue. They lost their mind for the month of February, which is a notoriously slow month. So thank you guys for all the support this month. Anything you want to add, bro?
Man, thanks for the support, man. I am personally still on the road to 10,000 subs. The hiccup I had with the hospital's visit that I had a couple of weeks ago kind of slowed down momentum, but I'm not worried about it. We're gonna pick it back up. We're gonna get back on that road, and yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you have not already.
Before we get to everybody's favorite segment of the show, I got to shout out one guy in the chat. My guy Dylan coming in with an Australia-mite $100 super chat. Hey, OTS fam, I hope you are all having a great day, because I have been in a very dark place these past few months. I have not been able to watch any wrestling shows for a while, but I'm not looking for sympathy. Just wanted to show my love even if I am not here. You know what, Dylan? You're going to get another round of applause, man. Listen, Dylan, I have been where you are, man. Hopefully you're coming on out of it. All I will say is everybody goes through the same thing. Everybody. Yes. But there's always sun at the end of those dark days. You're going to get through it. Shows like this are a great escape. Anything else that you find interest in, I know it might be difficult right now, but try. Go outside, mingle, go find an activity of sorts to go and try and do and just get out. Everything's going to be fine, man. There's always dark days, but there's always light at the end of that tunnel, man. I promise you. Seriously, there's nothing in this world that can come at you that you're not going to just bounce back and be a better person because of it. Seriously. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here, and hopefully you enjoy the show tonight. And Triple M, I got Triple M in the chat. He's our Destiny 2 go-to. He says, I can't get my God Roll palindrome from the Grandmaster Nightfalls. Bro, I got recycled energy. People on fucking audio probably listen. What the fuck is he talking about? I got recycled energy and I got Master of Arms. I think that's the God Roll right now because the other two things that we're looking for don't even go together. They don't synergize together. Explosive payload, and what's the other one? Master of Arms. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know, man. Master of Arms. Yeah,
I think I have my PvP God Roll.
Who plays PvP, bro?
Well, I mean, palindrome is predominantly a PvP weapon.
I know, but I use everything PvE.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
I'm a player versus enemy guy. I'm not a player versus player guy, man. Skill-based matchmaking can fucking kiss my ass.
I've got To the Pain and Snapshots with the second perk is I got explosive payload next to the Pain.
Right, well, you're good to go then. You know what else is good to go, man? Aren't we supposed to be sitting in a corner somewhere?
We should be, man, because this was 1-star-studded show on Saturday.
Really?
It was. There was a lot going. There were a lot of top names. There is no way they could botch this show. Let's get into it. Collision Corner.
Oh my goodness! I did not watch Collision this Saturday.
Oh man, you missed out,
you're still tiny, man. Did they ship the right ring to you? I don't know.
Oh man, no. I think my producer forgot to fix the effects.
Oh no. Let's get Jesse the proper size ring, man. Hold on. There he is. There he is. I got him.
All right, good.
I thought they might have shipped the ring to Japan this time. I don't
know. No. We got our original setup back at home in the States. We're good to go, man.
There you go.
We're good to go. Guys. Oh man. This week we got this star-studded episode of Collision gave us appearances from Kazuchika Okada, Adam Cope on the rope. We got a Harley Cameron. We got Julia Hart. We got the Hurt Syndicate. We got the Death Riders. And the pay-per-view level main event of Chris Jericho versus Bandito.
Oh, my goodness, man. I love me some Bandito.
Woo! Not to mention, Beast Mortos versus Hologram happened on this show, too.
Wow. That is a WrestleMania caliber performance, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Bro, the card. So what we're going to do this week, we're going to jump right into it and go over every last single thing on this show that mattered. All right? Here we go.
We may be out of here quick, folks.
Here we go. Hey. You don't know. We get a cold open of Mariah May. She beat the crap out of Toni Storm. She slammed her head into some steel crates in the back, dragged her out of the backstage area onto the stage. She hit Storm 0 on her on the rampway, on the steel rampway. She asked the production crew for Tony's spotlight. She goes, "Give me the spotlight." She got the spotlight. She held Tony in her arms and said, quote, "Look what you made me do. You never did know how to write an ending, did you? So I guess I'm going to write one for you. And I'm going to write it in your own blood. This is our spotlight. This is our moment. Let's be stars together." At Revolution, let's have a Hollywood ending. This was an absolutely amazing segment to open the show.
Well, I did see the clip of this. This was very good.
This was so good. This was so good.
You know what would be even better if Tony came out dressed as Mariah again.
Man, she can come out dressed like Tony. We still win. After that, we got absolutely nothing else of interest. Literally nothing else mattered. Ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Collision Corner. My name is Jesse, aka your very own one and only Shot Sound Smart, and I'm telling you guys right fucking now, I watch Collision so you don't have to.
Oh my God, man! The guy didn't even talk about hologram. What disrespect to hologram, bro? What are you doing?
That's it. That was it. Nothing else mattered on that show.
You mean the Beast Mortals, man? Frank the Attorney didn't have a good showing.
I gotta tell you something, man. We give. Oh crap! Let me get rid of my background. Kill the damn music.
I like the music.
The segment's over, bro. That's it. That's it. We're done. I was not kidding. Nothing else of interest. All of those people that I just told you were on the show, they were on the show.
You mean to tell me this show was nothing but wrestling matches and no story?
There was absolutely nothing. Look, we meme a lot on Hologram and Beast Mortos. We do. And, but at its core, we understand that they are really good wrestlers. They are good.
Sure.
The match they had was fucking boring, man.
Well,
it was not good.
Who cares? Like, genuinely, who cares? There's only one person that cares, man. It's the guy sitting in the chair watching the fucking show from Gorilla. That's it.
It feels like Tony wants to add another show to his repertoire. It feels like he wants to add a luchador show. I mean, because he keeps highlighting and spotlighting the luchadors, and he has commentary out there trying to put these guys over like this is the greatest thing ever, and they're trying to sell their own shit. They had commentary was out there just putting TK over as far as being Booker of the Year damn near. JR is out there saying, oh man, I'm just glad that Tony Khan gives us matches with meaning and tells us why it's happening and everything. He said that. Commentary is out there putting Tony Khan over for the shit that he's booking for us on Collision.
AEW has the worst commentary team in the business. Excalibur is fucking awful. He is so insufferable to listen to after 5 years. I can't stand it anymore. And Tony Schiavone, he is the biggest fucking shill. He is nothing more than a paid advertisement sitting doing color commentary. He is awful. Everything is great. Everything is like, what a moment. This is a historic moment for AEW. Maybe you people should fucking get a commentary desk that actually breaks when someone goes through it or tries to go through it.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm looking at the comments, right? The Harley Cameron promo. Yes, there was a Harley Cameron promo. I mean, it meant nothing. You lost. Harley Cameron lost. She's still getting a nice little pop. They're putting her over like she's the greatest thing. Bro, that bell is going to ring, and she is not good when it does. She is very talented, but she needs to improve in her in-ring work. I'm being dead ass here, man. She can be entertaining with her puppets and her promos and Feel the Wrath, all of that shit. But when the bell rings, it's you're looking at a diva out there. She is not up to par with the top women. Now, we're talking shit about AEW, but the women can fucking wrestle, man. The women can go. And you're going to put her in a match with Mercedes. You're going to put her in a match with Deonna Purrazzo. And, oh, my God, don't get me started fucking Deonna Purrazzo tonight. Are you kidding me?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Are you kidding me?
They have nothing else, bro. I mean, Mercedes ate them all. She basically buried everybody.
Harley Cameron is awesome. I'm on record as putting her over as being entertaining. I thought at the very least she could pull her own weight in a match with Mercedes, but Mercedes did nothing but expose her as being nowhere near her level or anyone else's level in the women's division. Harley Cameron needs more ring work. She's too green. She's very over, and it's great. Use her on TV, great. But she can't advance in the women's division where everyone wrestles better than her.
Listen, we'll get to that. This Open started off decent, and then it just the company cannot help themselves. I always sit there and watch the show, and I ask myself, why is this necessary? I don't really understand the steps that they take to get to a point in a segment. So we start the show off, pyro's going off, an ambulance arrived backstage, and Adam Copeland opened the back doors to the ambulance. Said he wanted to show the Death Riders what their ride would be. See you later, he said. Great. If it ain't a ride to the fucking cemetery, I don't want to know what fucking ride you're bringing them. End it. Kill it. It's dead. Yeah. So then they cut to Excalibur and the commentary team, Tony Schiavone, and the only decent one out there, Taz. And apparently this was an absolutely huge night for pro wrestling. I don't know why this show of all nights is an absolutely huge night for pro wrestling, but here we are. Excalibur says they haven't seen or heard from Adam Hangman Page all day. And then we get a clip of MJF, who's lying in some sort of treatment center on his stomach. And he's taking digs at the fans, chanting cowboy shit. And he expressed dismay that the fans have chosen Page over him. He said the only three letters that matter to him now are MJF. And the tattoo that MJF returned with, remember that? The AEW tattoo that he came back when he came back as a babyface after all those months away? He got it removed. This was the segment that he cut tonight. They were removing the AEW tattoo. Now, I don't want to put words in the man's mouth, but if I'm a betting man, I'm going to go out there and say that the tattoo was never real to begin with. It was a fucking paste-on tattoo. Yeah. MJF would absolutely, under no circumstances, get an ugly-looking fucking tattoo like that on his body in regards to this fucking company. There are other ways to show your love for AEW and what they've done for you outside of getting a fucking tattoo. So the tattoo wasn't real, and they showcased him getting the removal of the tattoo. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. It makes sense in the grand scheme of things where we're going with Adam Page. So from there, Jesse, we get Adam Page arriving in a pickup truck. It's got horns on the front. We're not.
Cowboy arrived in an electric pickup truck.
A Rivian, yes. He arrived in a Rivian, yes.
Millennium Cowboy.
Yep. With the horns on the hood. We're not at All In yet. We're not in Arlington yet. He got out. He walked into the arena. He threw his pair of sunglasses at some poor schmuck standing in the corner, and the guy's fumbling with the glasses, and it was just fucking comedy right from the word go here. So he goes out to the ring. He's not in wrestling gear. Adam Page showed up in jeans, cowboy boots, and he showed up in his T-shirt and black leather jacket. He goes out to the ring, Jesse, and he gets a 1-minute match with Aaron Solo. I'll stop there because we got another bomb in the chat. Oh my goodness, we got a $100 super chat from Andrew. We got Andrew in the chat saying, this is my first super chat showing some love to you both, Jesse and JD. Just want to say thank you for what you do. My path is not straight, but with you guys, you make my night way better mentally. With suicide thoughts, I can say you saved my life this year. Oh, my goodness. Andrew. I said this on TNT last night with the Solomons. I mean, a lot of people coming into the chat, expressing that they've had massive loss in their life lately. People are depressed. Andrew here graciously with a $100 super chat saying he's not really that good mentally. He's had suicide thoughts. We have our guy Dylan saying he's in a dark place. Guys, what's going on?
The show was not that bad, guys.
AEW was not that bad tonight. No.
I mean, I mean, come on.
Listen,
It'd be all right.
at the end of the day, you got a great community here that you can talk to anybody here in the chat, any one of our mods. Jesse's DMs are open. My DMs are open. We got a great community here, and we love. It means the world to me that you guys feel that way sometimes, and you find solace and escape in the podcast. I appreciate you guys more than I could physically say with any words. Thank you guys very much for all your support. I appreciate it. Love the energy tonight, and everybody is going to be fine. Everybody's going to be fine.
Look, Andrew and Dylan, everyone else, everyone in the chat right now. Look, we are all going through it. Okay. Now, whatever it is that you are specifically going through may not be exactly what I'm going through or what JD is going through. But I'm telling you right now, everything hits everyone differently. So whatever it is that is bothering you, that is upsetting you, the way that it's making you feeling, I promise you, I guarantee you there is something out there that is bothering me, that is bothering him, and that is bothering everyone else here, that is making them feel equivalent to the way you feel right now. That's what I mean when I say we're all going through it. We are all having to deal with something that is irking the crap out of us, bro. But we got to fight through it. We got to reach out for help. Loved ones, friends, communities like this. You're not alone. Like he just said, my DMs are always open, man. Feel free.
Everything's gonna be fine, guys. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you very much. Love you guys very much. So MJF gets the tattoo removed. Adam Page shows up in an electric pickup truck. Rivian, horns on the front. He's not in ring gear. He's in street clothes. He gets a one-on-one match with Aaron Solo tonight. Mr. X Bailey. 60 seconds. Adam Page wins.
Like Ricky Starks is new territory. What?
Yeah. I saw that.
Man.
Yeah, Bailey's got a type. I see that. I see you, Bailey.
Lucky guy, man.
I see you, Bailey. Regardless of Bailey's love interests, I have to ask a very serious question here, Tony or Willie Boy or anybody there watching backstage or someone that vehemently dislikes us and what we do and say about your product. Why was this necessary? Like I'm speaking from the point of view of Jerry now, and it's not even JD. Why is this necessary? Because you started the show off with MJF getting the tattoo removal. Fine. Adam Page walks into the building as if he's going to fucking cut a promo on MJF after what happened last week. I mean, the guy spit in his fucking face. You don't think he's seething with fucking anger after what happened last week? Why is a 60-second match with a fucking jobber that nobody even knows exists? Why is this necessary? All you could have did was have Adam Page show up in his electric Rivian, walk through the backstage area, take the chair, sit in the middle of the ring, and call out MJF for a face-to-face promo segment tonight without the match. Why is it that this company needs to do everything behind a pro wrestling match? Even the most basic of things that don't need a pro wrestling match, they still give you a pro wrestling match. Adam Page did not need to beat Aaron Solo tonight for me to look at Adam Page any differently. He did not need to wrestle at all tonight to get his promo across. So why was it necessary? I don't really understand this. Jesse, did I have a problem with this? Am I on an island all to myself, or did you have a problem with this as well?
No. This was a contributing factor to me just not giving a crap about this show. I mean, just jobber matches.
Who cares?
This is the A show, man. We don't need to see jobber matches. We don't. We're gonna see a match. It needs to be some kind of story behind it to further progress a story going into the pay-per-view. You can save these jobber matches for I mean, I guess Collision, since there's no Rampage anymore. But this is a waste of time.
Why is this guy on Dynamite? I mean, Ring of Honor doesn't exist anymore? Pack him up and send him over there. We don't need to see this shit on the A show, honestly.
No, we don't.
MJF. He walks out after Hangman grabbed the chair, slid it into the ring. We got the graphic on the big screen, hyping the match. I'm excited about it. This is the biggest storyline in AEW right now. Fuck the Death Riders. He said there are 3 things that he hates in this world. It's running out of biscuits, English IV, and when a little bitch with a spray tan spits in his face. So there you go. He even mentioned why he's angry. He's angry at MJF and the fucking guy spit in his face last week. We didn't need him to beat fucking jobber number 1 from the WWE 2K25 community section on Dynamite in the opening match. He could have just started the fucking show off with this promo, and that's it. Adam Page is legit and badass enough to warrant people's attention. So he sat in the chair, and he's going to sit there until someone finds MJF so he can give him an ass beating of a lifetime. So MJF comes out, and MJF looked very sharply dressed tonight, that MJF. He walks out looking good, but he's got a bloody towel, and he's wiping his hands with a bloody towel. And then he asks Adam Page if he's nuts. You're a ruthless killer, devoid of any emotions. I'm not fighting you right now. He says he's not sure he has a prayer at Revolution, but he's going to go back to the most magical place on earth, Long Island, New York, and train for this match at Revolution. He was about to leave, and then he walks back out and says, oh, shit, I just forgot. I forgot what I came out here for. He says he's awfully worried about his friend, and he should go check on him. This is the part where we find out who's actually real, says MJF. He throws the mic down, and then we cut to an image of Christopher Daniels bleeding in the back, leaning up against some production crates. He's got blood on his forehead, dripping down his face. He's got blood on his shirt. Hangman takes the chair, and he marches backstage, searching for MJF. He's asking people backstage, where is he? Where is he? He's looking for MJF. So he goes over to see Christopher Daniels laying there, and he finds Christopher Daniels laying there on the floor, and then he looks over at the medics. He's like, get over here, attend to him. And then he goes on to continue looking for MJF, and that's the way the segment came to a close. So this has nothing to do with Max. This has nothing to do with Adam Page. This has everything to do with the producer of the segment, Tony, and the writing team, the creative team. Why didn't people attend to, first of all, before that, why didn't we physically see MJF attack Christopher Daniels? I mean, he came out wiping his hands, which were clearly not bloodied, with a blood-soaked towel, number 1. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous from my vantage point. That's number 1. Number 2, why didn't we physically see the attack of MJF and Christopher Daniels? You know, visual is key. You don't think that would add more heat on top? I don't want to just see Christopher Daniels laying. Like Jesse said in the beginning, we need to know the why of how we got to where we got. Why didn't we get from point A to point B? It's like they went right to point B. Who the fuck attacked him? MJF. Okay, how did he attack him? Why didn't we see the attack? Why didn't the show start off with MJF attacking Christopher Daniels away from everybody and MJF being carried away by security guards, only to then break free and show up in the arena when Page was in the ring with a microphone? That's number 2. Number 3, when Page got backstage, where the fuck were the medics? They just left Christopher Daniels lying on the floor fucking bleeding out? So why did the medics... Why were the medics standing in the corner, not attending to this poor soul who's bleeding profusely on the ground? Why did it take Page to go backstage, for him to ask where the medics are, for them to go attend to Christopher Daniels bleeding on the floor? I mean, what the fuck am I watching here? Does anybody have a problem with the logic gaps that you just blatantly showcase on your television show? Jesse, please tell me you saw the same thing that I did.
Yeah, so what I think what happened here was they skipped at least a week of compelling storytelling. If they wanted to start the show off with MJF killing Christopher Daniels, why not end last week's show with a cliffhanger of Christopher Daniels looking the way that he looked when we started the show, giving us the cliffhanger of what in the hell happened to Christopher Daniels? Tune in next week to find out. You completely missed out on an opportunity to bring viewers back this week. If the very first thing we're going to see is Christopher Daniels looking the way that he is, we should have ended that last week with that very same visual.
Never mind, Jesse. They ended they did what they did last week, and it was a great segment between Page and MJF. Why didn't they end the show this week with it? They ended the show with a fucking wrestling match that we knew we were gonna get the winner of anyway. And Omega's the winner. He gets this match with Takeshita. Everybody's fighting for the right to wrestle Kenny Omega, and he's not even a fucking champion.
Yep.
What are we doing?
Great fucking point. A perfect chance, a perfect opportunity for your commentary team to sell the story to the viewing audience. Oh my God, what happened to Christopher Daniels? Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
What are they going to do next week? What are they going to do next week now? You can't spread this shit out. Next week's the go-home show. What are you going to do then? Another fucking promo? What else needs to be said? Why didn't the show end with this visual? Why didn't we see MJF being carried out by police after a savage attack? Why?
Yep.
How did he attack him? Why is he laying on the floor? Where did he go?
Great point.
They just allowed him to walk out of the fucking building after leaving a guy like it looking like that.
Christopher Daniels is left looking the way that he was looking. Police caught wind of it. They observed it. They arrested him.
They legitimately gave away 2 weeks of television for nothing. For nothing.
Hangman convinces Christopher Daniels to not press charges and to get MJF out so that he can personally beat the shit out of him himself at the pay-per-view. Great shit.
I don't believe... That's an excellent point. I don't believe we're booking the story better than they are. How?
Great shit.
This creative team is the fucking worst I've ever seen. It's the worst I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I don't know how you watch this show and you're not upset by what you saw. I'm not even blaming MJF, and I'm not even blaming Page. The writing team is fucking garbage. They are fucking terrible. Every fucking one of them. I don't understand how you legitimately gave 2 weeks of television away before your fucking... This is the biggest storyline in the fucking company right now. This is a storyline that is going to hopefully get this company back on track. And you are giving shit away. You're giving it away. What?
You had an idea. You had the core of a good idea, but my God, was it executed poorly. That was a good couple of weeks of phenomenal, compelling storytelling right there. You gave it away all in one segment. Cliffhanger, story in between. What happened, CD? It was MJF. Are you sure? Yes. The police took him because they saw him doing it. Because I didn't fucking snitch, but they saw him and they fucking took him to jail. Okay, don't press any fucking charges. Are you fucking nuts? No, I would have beat his ass myself. Let him out. Now I want to see what the fuck happens. Now I can't wait to see what happens. You took everything that you just did and you could have spread that out amongst at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks of story right there. Gave it away in 2 minutes.
Listen. I don't know what else to say. First of all, I don't know why something like this was needed. Why was this needed? Going into this first match. Why? Everything that you gave us is more than enough for match number 1. You know you're going to get at least 3 matches here. 2. You couldn't save this. Like Christopher Daniels is, I don't know how you want to label Christopher Daniels. Is he a big part of the Adam Page storyline arc? Probably not. I mean, the fucking guy got retired by Page.
But this feud is.
I don't understand how we just so haphazardly just go about the writing process here. I don't understand. Adam Page did so much worse to Christopher Daniels. What MJF did to him was nothing in comparison to what Page did. But I get the point that they're trying to make. But don't give everything away. You just gave away 2 weeks of television in a single segment. The feud going into the pay-per-view didn't need this visual. You save this going into the next pay-per-view where you're going to come out of it and there's going to be another 5 weeks of television. You're going to run through shit before we even get to the climax of this story. And then what? It's going to be them churning their wheels over and over again, just like every fucking feud that we see that dies out before we get to the next match and the next pay-per-view. So fucking done with this company, man. This is a fucking absolute disaster in every sense of the word. And again, I don't blame MJF and Adam Page for that. I don't.
No. You come out, you show us that Christopher Daniels took a murdering damn near, and then right away you get commentary saying, let's shoot right over to Renee Paquette. She's with Chris Jericho. Go ahead. Wait a minute. What about the dude that was sitting there bleeding to death? Hold on.
They did that during the segment. They did it during Nana. Nana cut a great promo tonight. He's basically telling Swerve, get my fucking jacket back or I'm done with you. And then Excalibur, right onto Renee. What the fuck?
Onto Renee. Let's go. I'm like, wait a minute. Let it.
What are you talking? This is your former world champion. Nana just cut a fucking heartfelt promo right to Renee to do what? What was the segment about? Paige looking for MJF. After you already fucked up the segment to start the show. I'm going to run you over. Or whatever the fuck he said. Oh my God, I swear to God, man. I don't know how any of you fucking blithering fools, how you watch this show and you're not insulted by what you're watching. And then these people that think we hate for the sake of clicks and views and fucking all this other nonsensical garbage. I mean, you're watching this show. You are the vehicles for this fucking madman to go on Twitter every half an hour. Oh, AEW is on such a hot streak of shows. Meanwhile, they can't even get their writing in order. What hot streak? I could book matches too. It's more about booking matches. It's more than just booking matches. If you can't make sense of this, what the fuck are we doing here, bro?
They've been on a little bit of a warm streak. I don't want to call it a hot streak, a warm streak over the last few weeks.
It's like cooking rice at fucking low heat on the stovetop.
Yeah. And we've had people here in our chat saying, it's gonna go to shit next week. Watch. No, I'm not taking that approach. No, because it's been good for a couple of weeks. It'll just, if it's good, we're gonna keep calling it good. When it's bad, then I'll jump on it. Well, right now we're jumping on it, man. Because what I don't want to happen is for them to just regress back into whatever the fuck it was they were doing in 2024. I want to keep them on pace. The last few weeks before this were fine. They were warm. They were on an incline. Okay? It wasn't up, down. It was getting gradually better. This is a serious step back. And what I want is for someone to take a look at this and say, okay, what did we do over the last 4 to 5 weeks versus what we did tonight? And let's go back and get back on that same trajectory we were on a few weeks ago, because this was bad. I started this stream off saying I was not entertained. I thought it was a piss poor show. I was bored as shit. I literally fell asleep on it at spots. I had to fucking get up, walk around, and get a drink of water. This was a bad show.
Chad, are we wrong? Am I wrong in anything that I've discussed? Is Jesse wrong in anything that he's explained here? I know we're not. I mean, I dare someone to watch me. We're live on 4 different fucking platforms. I know one of you fucking half-witted idiots is going to clip it. Clip it, please. Clip it. What are you going to do? You're going to make fun of me you're going to make fun of me and Jesse that we hate the fucking show? You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot if you think this is right and this is the right direction that they're taking. I love when you clip the show because I look at all the fucking brain-dead, half-witted idiots in the comments of these threads. JD doesn't know anything. JD this. JD's a fucking mark. He's a crybaby. He's a grifter. Whatever the fuck they're using now, these cool buzzwords. Motherfucker, if you think this is all right, you're the problem. You're the problem. Yeah. It's like a collection of an island of idiots all sharing the same fucking thought. They don't want any constructive criticism whatsoever. Meanwhile, we just booked the fucking show in this segment better than fucking 16 writers in AEW. What happened?
Man, cliffhangers. And as you clip shit, don't forget, make sure you clip the last few weeks when we were sitting there saying, this was a good show. This was a better show. I enjoyed this show. This was great. Was it perfect? No. But this was an enjoyable show. Clip all of that too. Don't just clip the bad shit.
I would love if you guys are watching someone else in the community that's live right now. Silent Monster probably call this shit out because I know him. He's a smart fucking guy. I want to see anybody else call this fucking nonsense out and say exactly what we said tonight. I guarantee you, Silent Monster is the only one that probably, questioned what happened here. Or maybe go about it in a different way, this segment. Guarantee you all the other major platforms didn't fucking call out a single fucking thing that we talked about. I would bet my fucking channel on it. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. What a fucking disgrace, man.
Yeah, they can do better because they have done better. This whole show was lazily put together.
And you can't claim that I'm pro WWE when I buried fucking SmackDown on Friday, so you could take that fucking excuse and shove it up your fucking asshole. I am one of the more even keel, right down the middle guys you'll see doing this shit, man. So it's not about, JD loves WWE, he's fucking Triple H and this and that. I buried SmackDown on Friday. Buried it. So where are you people now? And even when I bury something, people are thinking that I'm doing it for clicks. Oh my God, he's finally woken up. I've been saying SmackDown's been garbage for the last 9 months. What the fuck are you talking about? Where have you been? Holy shit.
Somebody said Stevie Richards likes shitting on AEW.
Good. Stevie Richards is a smart dude.
Well, let me address that for one second. You guys, I don't think you guys understand what you're watching sometimes. I'm talking to you, Chet. If Stevie Richards is burying it, what makes you think he's enjoying burying it?
Stevie Richards has 30 years in the business. You don't think Stevie Richards fucking knows exactly what to do and what not to do?
He knows what the fuck he's talking about. And it's not
every time I listen, Jesse, every time I listen to him, he's always got some criticism, a good, valid criticism behind it.
Yes. It's not that. I mean, you guys, I don't understand it. You see a firefighter putting out a fire every day. You equate that to him enjoying putting out fires. That's not what is happening. He's putting the fire out because that's his job, and he's doing it for the public safety. Just because he has to do it every day doesn't mean he's enjoying it. We are here. If we're shitting on the show, it's because the show is bad. I'm not enjoying that. I would rather come here and say the show is great. I would rather come here and say I enjoyed my last 2 hours and I've had fun. And I want to come here and talk to you guys about how much fun I had. All right? I don't want to come here and be disappointed in the show. Just because he shits on it all day, every day, doesn't mean he's enjoying it. It just means that the show is that bad. We don't enjoy failure. We don't enjoy the downfall of another company. If we are constantly shitting on it, it's because the show is constantly bad. I think you guys get the wrong message from people shitting. Oh, this guy, because I see that about JD all the time. This guy loves shit on AEW. Doesn't love shitting on AEW. He's sick and tired of having to shit on AEW. But we're just going to call it like we see it. If the product is bad, then we have to come here and call it as bad. The next week, we got to come here and call it as bad. And then you guys say, wow, you're enjoying it. No, because we can come here and lie to you. Would you enjoy that better? Because we can lie to you and say it was great, but we didn't think it was great. But if we don't, then you sit here and say, oh, you just enjoy shitting on it. Why? Because that's what I do. It's my job. I don't understand you guys, man.
Bro, they don't know any better. None of these people watching us know any better. The people that know us and know what we do are here. The general consensus is we hate. I'm sorry. I mean, you clearly don't know what, like Jesse said, you don't know what the fuck you're watching. I've been doing this shit a very long time. If you think I'm doing this shit for clicks and views and all this other shit, you're damn right I am. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing on YouTube? You want to do it for the clicks and the views, but that doesn't mean you got to fucking be a bullshit artist. I don't remember me ever being a bullshit artist. I've always been upfront and honest with people. So is Jesse. If you're not doing this for clicks and likes and views, then what the fuck are you doing here? Everybody wants the clicks and likes and views. Everybody.
Yep. I want genuine clicks. I want genuine views.
Yes.
I don't want the same group of people that only tune in because I support their agenda. My agenda is report on the show that I saw. And if the show was great, I'm going to call it as great. If it was bad, I'm going to call it bad. Now, if you don't want to tune into my show when the show is great because you only enjoy when I shit on it, that's messed up. I'm glad that you view, but I would rather you watch it whether it's good or bad, not only when it's bad. You know, this guy, I mean, he can tell you right now, when the shows are bad, statistically, the channel does better. And that means you guys are hate watching. All right, that is not us shitting on a product. That's you guys only watching when the show is bad. You should be watching when the show is great, too. There should be no difference. You should watch because you're entertained by our take, not only when the take is bad.
We got 2,400 people in here on a piss poor Dynamite.
Yep.
I didn't really say anything on social media to give you the impression that I liked or didn't like the show. You guys are here because you know exactly what you're going to get. Every single night, every single time. That's why you're here.
Consistently.
Moving on with this terrible fucking creative that they gave MJF and Adam Page. Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher are in the suite in this building tonight, overseeing the next match, which was Will Ospreay and Bryan Keith. We'll get to that in a second. Jericho, he defended his Ring of Honor title in what people are saying was a very good match against Bandito on Collision. Was it a good match, Jesse? Or as great as everybody was saying it was?
I'll give it at the absolute best. The best I feel I could give it was fine. It was fine.
It's a Jericho match.
Yeah, it was fine. I feel like they were capable of better. I do. I feel like they were both capable of doing better. But the fact of the matter is, I don't care about watching a Chris Jericho versus Bandito match.
Why would you? There's no fucking story.
That's just the pure fact of the matter. That is no disrespect to Chris Jericho. He is a GOAT. All right? At the end of the day, no matter what you think about his run here in AEW and how he may be holding the company back, think what you want. You might not be wrong about it. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, Chris Jericho is a GOAT. He is, if he's on your Mount Rushmore, I can't call you wrong for that. All right? He is that great. But this match was not. It just wasn't.
I got to call out, again, AEW for their nefarious, unfair, and comical fucking behavior. I watched the clip of the Jericho and Bandito match from Saturday night, and Bandito supposedly has been out for 2 years. And they said that he was a Ring of Honor champion and was fighting to get the championship back that he never lost, and he vacated it due to COVID protocols back in 2020. Meanwhile, it was at Final Battle. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse. Didn't Jonathan Gresham beat Bandito for the Ring of Honor World Championship at Final Battle back in 2020 or 2021? So Tony Schiavone's saying this legitimately on commentary, and I'm scratching my head, and I'm watching this clip from Botchamania on X yesterday, and I'm like, how could you do Jonathan Gresham so dirty because he didn't want to, he felt like he was done dirty by the company. Company let him go. Now you're not acknowledging people that were Ring of Honor world champions in your company for fucking petty reasons? Bandito never vacated the fucking title. He lost to Jonathan Gresham at Final Battle. Why are you not calling that out as an actual, true, genuine statistic on commentary? So, from my vantage point, being that I'm a commentator myself, you're being disingenuous about the fucking shit that you're calling live on national television.
Yeah, I've completely forgot about that. Jonathan Gresham was quickly on record with his thoughts of Tony Khan and his treatment of Ring of Honor. Jonathan Gresham has made a career in Ring of Honor. It was literally his baby. And as soon as Tony Khan got it and the way he started treating it, Gresham was not silent on how he felt that the company was being treated, and he was let go. I've not followed Gresham for his whole career. I've not seen everything he's done But from what I can gather from Jonathan Gresham is that he's sincere and he loves this business and he loves ROH. So I don't know why he was done the way that he was done.
I'm trying to find it right now. I want to get the proper date. I want to get the proper date here. Let me see. Gresham on cagematch.net here.
You know, it's shitty, man. I personally thought that Jonathan Gresham was going to be the anchor of ROH when Tony Khan acquired it, but the way I saw how angry he was as soon as it launched and everything else, I could tell like something's not going to be right here. You know, and when management changes like that, there's always a shift. It's not like everyone's always 100% happy. And I understand that because I don't like change either. I don't like change, you know, so I understand someone being frustrated with major change after ownership changes. But Jonathan Gresham, to me, has come off as a genuine, real, dedicated ROH pro wrestler. And for him to be unhappy about this change was concerning to me. And now it all makes sense because look at ROH since then.
I'm trying to find out who he lost it to. Yeah, Bandito's last match was against Alex Zane for the Ring of Honor World Champion. I have no fucking clue. I'm trying to find out. I know Gresham was the champion.
Sammy's brother. What the fuck is that?
I have no fucking clue, man. Don't ask me about Ring of Honor. Nobody watches it but fucking 5 people.
What?
Gresham did beat Bandito. Gresham did beat Bandito for the championship.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, it was 4-1 2022. Yeah.
So they washed they washed that already.
Yeah.
Just erase it from existence, huh?
I don't understand. I don't understand why.
They Vince McMahon'd it.
So Gresham did beat. They didn't call out Gresham beating Bandito. No,
it did not.
No, Claudio beat Gresham in 2022 for the Ring of Honor World Title. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, what do you think about Vince coming back?
I would like to see Vince run AEW.
No, I would rather see him run his own company.
Can't get any worse.
No.
Listen, I would be morbidly curious to see Vince run another wrestling promotion outside of WWE.
Me too, right? Okay, I thought it was just me. I want to see it. Let me get this straight right now before the clip artists start. I don't want to see Vince McMahon rewarded in any way. So if he never gets his own company and he gets shit on and shut down, great. That's what he fucking deserves for the shit that he's done to these women in WWE. Good. But if he does, I'd be interested. I want to see it. I want to see what happens. I want to see who goes. I want to see who shows that loyalty to Vince. I want to see Kevin Dunn show up. I want to see all these people. I want to see who he hires. I want to see it all. By the way, for anyone who's waiting for criminal charges to pop up on Vince over this Janelle Grant thing, let me remind you guys who the fucking president is, okay?
Who was it?
Of who the president is?
Who's the president?
Trump is the president, man.
Oh, okay. Just want to hear you say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say I'm not mentioning any names. By the way, if you're gonna go at Jesse on social media in a political way, you need to cut that shit out right now. Because I know whoever's going at him politically is probably watching the show. If you mention anything politically and start going at people aggressively in a political manner about politics, you're finished. You're gone. I want nothing to do with you here. We don't do that to others. We don't do that to others in the community.
I can take it as much as I can give it. I just ask that you stay respectful because that's what I am going to do. Okay? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
No politic talk. Okay? This is pro wrestling. Moving on. We got Bryan Keith and Chris Jericho. So we talked about the Ring of Honor Championship. He beat Bandito. Bandito was going after the Ring of Honor World title. Jericho says he knows she's there for how poorly she's treated him last week. Renee questions how Jericho got involved in this Will Ospreay situation, having Bryan Keith answer a bounty. Don Callis walks out from Jericho's dressing room with Mark Davis and called Ospreay a degenerate piece of garbage. Callis said Jericho assured him he has a solution about his Will Ospreay problem, and Jericho has a bounty on him, and as a bounty hunter at his disposal, he said Bryan Keith has what it takes to become a champion in AEW and beat Will Ospreay, as Bryan Keith is his man. So Callis was thrilled. He walks off with Mark Davis, who's nothing more than a lackey at this point to Don Callis, and we got Bryan Keith now with the bounty on Will Ospreay. Pardon me and my overwhelming excitement for another Bryan Keith putting a bounty on somebody. Great. We get it.
He's the bounty hunter.
He's the bounty hunter. Fantastic. I get it.
Get it, Bandito, the wanted, got it. I mean, it makes sense, you know.
Bryan Keith is a great pro wrestler.
He really is.
I will give him that. He's so is Will Ospreay. He's fucking great.
Yes.
Probably the best in the world. So this was a very good match. But if you're asking me to physically draw emotion into what's being told here, I physically cannot do that.
Bingo. And that's just it. If you have a great pro wrestler, you know, in the bounty hunter, in Bryan Keith, it's great. You need to focus on trying to make us care more then, because we know he can go in the ring. Make us care. If you make us care more about what he's doing and we know he can go in the ring, you got a star on your hand, man. You got something to work with right there. But you got a great wrestler that we don't give a shit about. Make us care. That's creative. You'll see the running theme here on this channel. It's not the wrestlers. It's creative. Creatives have a job to make the audience care. The wrestler has a job to be great in the ring. Once you're great in the ring, great. Creative, make us care, please.
Chat saying that Bryan Keith is 5'6" and he wears a poncho and he's not entertaining. And he's not someone that they should take serious.
Might all be true. Is he 5'6"? I don't know. Is he? Does he wear a poncho? Yes. We don't care. Yes, we don't care. But you can't sit there and tell me he's not great in the ring, which is what we just said.
He's very good.
He's very good in the ring.
Ospreay fired back after the commercial break with chops, handspring, corkscrew, corner charging boot, led to a pip cheerio. Flush. Goes for cover, gets a near fall. We get his Kawada kicks. Bryan Keith came back with an Inzaguri, big lariat. Ospreay managed a stun dog millionaire follow with an Os cutter for a very close near fall. Ospreay stared down Callis and Fletcher, who were in the skybox of this small arena that they were in tonight. But the distraction allowed Keith to hit a big pump knee strike. Emerald Tiger Driver connects for a 2, and Bryan Keith did not believe that he kicked out. Only a 2.5. Bryan Keith went for it again. Ospreay rolled through into a Styles Clash, hidden blade, followed right behind that. 1, 2, 3, and he got the victory. I quite like the Styles Clash right into the hidden blade. I think it's a good setup and a good finish. But AJ Styles might have a problem with that. But as long as he continues to win with it, it's fine. Post-match, Callis and Fletcher dared Ospreay to come up at them. And Ospreay obliged. Fletcher met him in the crowd. And we got our big pull-apart brawl here with security. Fans chanting, "Let them fight, let them fight." Ospreay celebrated with fans as Fletcher stormed off. Great. This was fun.
Are they calling it the Styles Clash? I don't remember.
Yeah, they call it the Styles Clash, yeah.
Yeah. Good. That's how much respect that AJ Styles requires in this business that we're in right now.
Well, they didn't clearly show respect to Jonathan Gresham after they fucking ghosted him as the Ring of Honor World Champion and just fucking bypassed him with Bandito stats. I mean,
Nah. I mean, can't do that. You don't look like AJ Styles, man.
No. I mean, I get it, but
no. All seriousness, how many people? What I mean, do you think they would call? Do you think they would call a move in AEW a Cody cutter right now? Do you think they would use Cody's name?
No, you use the word Cody or the name Cody in AEW. You are absolutely benched for all of eternity.
Can you say Phil in AEW?
You cannot say Phil. You can't drink Pepsi. You can't mention Pepsi or Chick Magnet.
You can't have an ugly dog either.
You can't mention the name Larry. You can't talk about Glass. No. You can't talk about AJ Styles or AJ Lee. Hey, mentioning AJ Styles might even get you in trouble.
You can see, AJ mentions Styles clash every week.
But not AJ Lee. AJ's the wife of CM Punk.
Nah, you can't do AJ Lee though.
No, you can't do that.
But that's the kind of respect. If I highly, highly, highly believe if AJ Styles had any kind of issue with Will Ospreay using his move and AEW using his name to call it as such, he would say something and it would be immediately scrapped. All right, AJ's okay with it. I'm 100% confident about that.
So after this, we got the big pull-apart brawl. They highlighted the steel cage match. It's Fletcher versus Ospreay, steel cage at Revolution. They did mention on commentary that Ospreay is 8-0 this year in 2025. By that stat and that stat alone, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're not going to cost Will Ospreay his near-perfect record here for 2025.
Nah, probably not.
9-0.
Nah.
Poor Kyle Fletcher. Didn't win the Continental Classic. Lost to Will Ospreay at Full Gear or World's End. And now he's going to lose a steel cage match. Great.
Probably, but I'll tell you this, though. I am impressed and happy with the progress of Kyle Fletcher behind Don Callis. He looks like a fucking killer out there.
He does. He looks good.
He looks great. He looks fucking great, man. He looks great. He talks, and he talks well, but he doesn't talk a lot. Don Callis does that talking. You know, I truly and honestly believe they have done well by Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita. But with Don Callis, those two men have done great under his leadership. I do enjoy that.
There you go. Hooligram, you are now a mod via the TikTok, bro. I don't know what's going on in there, but take care of it. I don't have eyes everywhere, man.
Fucking TikTok people, man. What the?
Yeah, fuck them. We got footage of Timeless. Toni Storm winning the AEW Women's title at Grand Slam. Followed up by the attack of Mariah May last week on Collision. We're told Storm was not able to travel tonight, so we'll get an update on her condition on Saturday.
Wait, who didn't travel?
Timeless Toni Storm.
No.
Momo! Oh, man, we got a Momo Bed Bath & Beyond I Want to Sleep highlight video.
My God, dude.
You know, the Monet crew wanted to cancel me this week, bro.
Again,
because I said nothing negative about Mercedes Monet.
They want to cancel you for not saying anything negative.
Oh, well, clearly they didn't watch the video or the clip that we did last week, claiming that we have to go to the deep seas of Japan to go find Mercedes a fucking opponent now because she's beating everybody. That's not negative. That was not meant in a negative way. How about building people in the fucking company for her to have legitimate competition for? Not some rando from fucking Japan because she won the Dynasty fucking Cup or whatever the fuck it's called.
They didn't clip the part where I said, "Oh man, bro, Monet sucks." Am I right? And then you said there was, "Oh no, I didn't think that."
That's exactly what you said last week, right?
Yeah, I did.
Momo, Crate and Barrel. I Want to Sleep. Bed Bath & Beyond Watanabe.
She is not Stephanie Vaquer.
Bro, listen, nobody is Stephanie Vaquer. Nobody.
Bro, she is
nobody.
I am starting to.
You're starting to see the vision now.
You're coming from.
You're starting to see the vision.
She is her. She is nice, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Seen some of her pictures, some of her shots on the. She is gorgeous. She is very gorgeous. Man.
Chad, we got Jesse on the Stephanie Vaquer train. There you go.
Amazing. That accent and everything else. Oh, man. Great stuff.
Momo wants on to sleep. Showed her time in Stardom, as well as the International 4-Way at Wrestle Dynasty. Oh, my God. She won it, Jesse. She won the big Dynasty International Cup. Oh, man. Who could possibly give a shit about this?
She reminds me of Emi Sakura.
To earn a title shot of her choice And we now learn that she's targeting Mercedes Moné. So Mercedes walks out of her locker room and says that I want to sleep. Made a big mistake choosing her. All of a sudden, we see this individual walk into frame that I have no fucking idea who this is. Moné called her a kid and slapped the water out of her hand, and it spilled all over this person. Apparently, it was Billy Starks. Fuck do I know? I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't know who the fuck this was. She looked like a dime a dozen fucking jobbers backstage. So Starks asked who the hell she thinks she is, and
Billy
Moné...
Saints?
Who? Billy Saints?
Billy Saints?
Billy Saints, yeah. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, wait. Bill Starks is now also a forbidden word in AEW. Billy Saints, yes. Who do you think you are? And Moné runs down her nicknames, the Blueprint and the Show or whatever the fuck she says. And Billy says, "You forgot one. You're a narcissistic bitch." Starks reintroduced herself and said Moné should watch her back. And this is when Momo, I want to sleep, walks up behind her with a baseball bat. She swings the baseball bat. Mercedes runs away and drops the TBS title. Bed Bath & Beyond Wantana Sleep picks it up and says, bye-bye, Moné train. At Revolution, I want the gold. And then Billy Stark says to Bed Bath & Beyond Sleep that it looks good on her.
So wait, she swung the bat?
She swung the bat, yes.
So she didn't come into frame, threaten to swing the bat, but then awkwardly not swing it, and then just kind of look and hold it, and then throw it later. That's not what she did.
Who?
I'm just wondering.
Are we talking about Momo?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Momo sounds like the neighbor that my grandma has at the old age home. Momo.
Oh, come on, man.
Listen.
Come on.
What I took away from this is A, who could possibly give a shit about this match? Honestly. I mean, Tony and his fucking 28 burners is the only fucking guy that cares about this match. Number two, the fact that Billy Starks is in this segment means one of two things. One, Mercedes has an eye for talent. She wants to put over Billy Starks, and she wants to give Billy some shine. Great. I think we could use that on this roster because apparently we got to go find Momo in Japan to go give Mercedes some competition. Secondly, number two, does the Billy Starks tease with Mercedes lead to Athena getting the call, and we get Mercedes and Athena being planned for somewhere in the spring or summer? Keeping my fingers crossed on that one. More than likely not. But knowing Mercedes, she's running out of competition and telling Tony, who else do we have that I could beat? And Athena is certainly on the list of people that she hasn't beaten yet. Another title as well, Ring of Honor title. She could be Mercedes 5 belts.
Concerned. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to see that, man. I'm concerned.
Listen, man, we've been calling it before anybody, man. Athena and Mercedes in Texas. I think that's a banger match. I think that's the match that needs to be.
You want to have Mercedes beat Athena in her home goddamn state?
No, I want Athena to win the TBS title.
Oh, so now you're just smoking crack, is what you're telling me?
Yes,
okay.
yes. I did a line of whatever the creative team does before Dynamite. Yeah,
it makes sense, man.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Other than that, I don't really know what else Mercedes does going into their biggest show of the year, but Billy Starks is on TV. We got Momo coming up, and I am going to Bed Bath & Beyond before this match starts, and I'm going to buy a pillow because I want to sleep. Outrunners. Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum against the Murder Machines, Brian Cage and Lance Archer. This was a squash up until the very end. And then we got the Outrunners winning and beating the Murder Machines to apparently become the number one contender for the Tag Team Championships. So, again, this was 95% Murder Machines. And we go to the ending of this match where the Hurt Syndicate's music plays, and they walk out very calmly, very nonchalantly.
We hurt people.
We hurt people. We hurt people. This show sucks.
I like that, man.
They come out. They got their titles. They're dressed like fucking gangsters and VIPs, and they look fucking great. And they're out there causing a distraction And we get the Outrunners using this to their advantage to get the victory over the Murder Machines. Now, I don't really know why we couldn't feed the Murder Machines to the Hurt Syndicate, being that they're a more legit team. So in Tony's sick and demented mind, he takes the Outrunners, who are organically over with the audience, and will feed another legit tag team in this division who are organically over on their own to the Hurt Syndicate to join Private Party, to join the Guns, and now the Outrunners will fall to the Hurt Syndicate. What are we doing? Why are we booking this match for the pay-per-view when there's legitimately no reason for this match to be taking place?
It doesn't matter anymore, man. The Outrunners have lost that momentum that they had, that organic momentum that they had when you could have hot shot at the titles when they were hot, but now you're chasing it. Now you're chasing something that was organic, and it's not there. So you want to feed them to the Hurt Syndicate now? Feel free. Go ahead.
We hurt people.
Feel free. You've already fucked them up. Go ahead. Feed them. Who cares?
This fucking creative team hurts people watching this show for 2 hours every fucking week. Holy shit. Nice knowing you, Outrunners. Thanks for making your one and only Dynamite appearance for the year. Goodbye. Back to Collision you go after a burial at Revolution. Swerve Strickland, Prince Nana, they address Rick O'Shea. Our good boy Trevor, man. Our friend Trevor over here, you know? Trevor? You know Trevor?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you ain't talking about me. That's your problem, man.
He called me a bitch.
I mean, gimmick infringement, but
it is gimmick infringement.
I mean, was he wrong though? I mean,
yes, he was absolutely wrong.
Oh, okay, then I think he was wrong. Then fine. I don't know. Shit.
Nah. He has a contract with him. Comes to the ring with Swerve. Strickland said 3 years ago he looked at Tony Schiavone in the eyes and said he would win the AEW World Title. It's fitting they're wrapping up Black History Month when he made history when he fulfilled his dynasty. As night in and night out, he showcased the AEW World Title to the world. Strickland is no one. He says Strickland is no one, and he wonders if Nana was right when he said 2 weeks ago that the AEW title hasn't been a focus for far too long, as he still said he's the man in AEW. Strickland needs gold around his waist, but he's got to right some wrongs, and said to Ricochet they're done when he says they're done. That's exactly what he said to Bobby Lashley, and then they dropped the fucking storyline out of nowhere. So he wants to win the world title, he says. And he points up at All In, the All In banner, and says All In is the most important wrestling show in pro wrestling. It's the biggest pro wrestling show in all pro wrestling. I don't know if these people live in their own fantasy land, but AEW All In is not the most important show of the year in pro wrestling. In AEW it may be, but not all pro wrestling. Just throwing that out there. Can we not throw lies and factual fucking indiscrepancies to
come on? I mean, what do you
audience?
Expect? What are you expecting to say?
They want to erase Jonathan
it was second
Gresham.
to WrestleMania. What the fuck?
They want to erase Jonathan Gresham. They want to fucking call All In the biggest show of the year in all pro wrestling. I mean, it's outlandish to even say that. You could
pretends like AEW doesn't even.
You could
exist.
correct it and say it's the biggest show in AEW, not in all pro wrestling.
Let them have their fucking semantics.
No. It's not semantics. It's fucking garbage. It's ridiculous. Give me a fucking break. We all know WrestleMania is the biggest show in history. Give me a fucking break.
I mean, but All In, though. I mean, come on.
Ricochet's music hits. He wears a backwards Eagles cap and the embassy robe and asks if Strickland is stupid or dumb. Did Mercedes say that about Camille a few weeks back? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Does that even make any sense?
That makes no sense.
They mean the same thing.
Were they in San Diego tonight?
It looks like they were, yeah, because Excalibur had a San Diego Padres logo on his mask.
How is a Philadelphia Eagles had a dig at San Diego? Like, didn't they beat like division rivals?
Didn't they beat? Like didn't they? I don't know the conferences. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they beat the Chargers? No.
The Chargers in the AFC.
I don't fucking know. I don't watch football, man.
The Chargers in the AFC. They're not division rivals. They weren't like.
Well, maybe he's sporting the cap of a winning team instead of a losing team.
Is he from Philadelphia? No, he's from Vegas.
No, he's billed from Las Vegas.
He built from Vegas. Vegas has a team. Why is he wearing a Philadelphia fucking? This made no sense.
I don't know.
It would make sense if he was wearing if they were in Chicago and he wore like a Green Bay hat. Completely makes sense. Division rival, they hated them. Gotcha. Well, I don't understand the fucking what is the issue with San Diego? Oh yeah, the Chargers are in LA right now too. So I don't know. I don't fucking get it. He's an Eagles fan.
No, he also said the Padres were a shitty baseball team, but they won 93 games last year.
Okay, he's a fucking tard now then. All right.
I mean, I don't. Maybe he doesn't know his sports teams. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, man.
93 wins is a bad baseball team, Trevor. Huh? I don't know.
I mean, what the fuck? How many L's
in a division that houses the Los Angeles Dodgers, I take 93 fucking wins.
Jesus.
Holy
get
shit.
your wife on the screen. I mean, where's Samantha, man? What is going on here?
Are you stupid or are you dumb?
What the fuck, man?
Ricochet said winners don't chase losers and runs down the Padres and Chargers as Ricochet is getting massive heat during this promo. Ricochet says he'll be something Strickland will never be in AEW, a champion. But he was the AEW champion. No?
Nope. Leave Trevor alone, man.
Who wrote this promo? Did Trevor write this promo?
I highly doubt it. Bro, let me tell you something right now.
Maybe Samantha got her analytics mixed up. I don't know.
If AEW is letting Ricochet write and cut his own promos, they are intentionally setting him up to fail.
Swerve is the AEW champion. Strickland is standing in the ring. Ricochet turns his cap around. He sees the Eagles logo on the cap. And Ricochet denies Strickland's challenge and said the next time Strickland sees him, he'll have gold around his waist. And he's not talking about the Louis Vuitton he's got around his waist right now. Nana said Ricochet might want to reconsider as he talked to Tony Khan earlier today and agreed the fans deserve the rematch. All Ricochet has to do is accept it and said whoever wins this match will be the number one contender for the AEW World title. Ricochet was upset, but then he gives credit where credit is due to Prince Nana as he realizes all he has to do is whoop Strickland's ass one more time to get a world title shot. Ricochet accepts because he would be stupid not to. He accepts and said not tonight as everyone together in the arena can't afford his fee, so they'll do it in the City of Angels at Revolution. Ricochet leaves. Nana tells Strickland, don't go nowhere. Something I want to tell you. Got to talk to him. Nana says he's proud of Strickland, and he's proud that he's taking the steps back to the AEW World Championship again. It's what they all want, the fans. But he wants Strickland to go back to who he used to be, the most dangerous man in AEW. Nana says he's taken a lot of bullets for him. Hangman Page, Sting, the Hurt Syndicate, Ricochet. And to see Ricochet walking around with his robe, his legacy, he needs Strickland to get his robe back and fix his legacy. If not, he doesn't know if he can do this anymore. Nana drops the microphone. He walks off, leaving Strickland there to ponder what had just happened. And then immediately they go to Adam Page backstage with Renee Paquette and don't let the segment breathe because I thought this was a heartfelt promo, a very important one from Prince Nana to tell Swerve. And we go right to Adam Page, who's boarding his Rivian and getting in his electric pickup truck. Great. Love to see it.
I was just getting ready to say, I don't know who is the brainchild behind Nana saying that to Swerve, but it's brilliant. That makes so much sense. I'm out here putting my neck on the line for you week in and week out. I'm taking bullet after bullet. I'm out here doing the fucking dance all goddamn day. This guy's walking around here with my goddamn robe, and you know how much it means to me, and I don't fucking have it back yet. What the fuck are you doing? Go get my fucking robe back or I'm out. That makes so much sense. You could have ended the show with that. That was real. That's my robe, and you letting this fucking guy walking around here. I'm out here supporting you week in and week out. and you've done nothing. It seemed like you don't even fucking care. Give my fucking robe back or I'm out. I thought that was brilliant.
I like this. They gave meaning to the feud. They gave the feud stakes. But I don't really see Ricochet winning a match against Swerve after he's already gotten his win over Swerve. And he's been parading around with the robe for weeks now. Swerve is going to get the robe back. Swerve is not going to lose Nana. You cannot remove Nana from the Swerve act. It's fucking sacrilegious at this point. They go hand in hand. They're like fucking spaghetti and meatball. You can't do that. I don't want to see Swerve as a heel either. You can't do that. So what I'm thinking is what I mentioned earlier. Swerve wins, gets the robe back, number one contender. He battles Jon Moxley for the AEW Championship. I would love to see a Swerve versus Copeland feud. I think that would be fucking great. But I think we're gonna go Swerve Moxley. He's gonna enlist the work of the Hurt Business to back him up because he needs to. That'll be 4 against 4, and we move on from there. And a respect is made. A bargaining chip is there. If he wins the world championship, then Bobby Lashley gets the first crack at it. And then that would be more than enough time to move Lashley onto the world title scene. Cedric comes on in. He teams with Shelton. And then Swerve obviously is not going to win the championship back. And then that will probably lead to Swerve and Bobby Lashley feuding again. And they'll just pick up where they left off at the end of 2024. That's my mindset in regards to all this.
Yeah, we do need Cedric brought in for the Hurt Syndicate, so that would be a fantastic addition, by the way.
Moving on. Like I said, Renee was backstage with Adam Page, who said if MJF is gone and he's left the arena, but when he finds him, if he doesn't run him over, MJF will wish that he had run him over. He gets in his Rivian electric vehicle and leaves the arena. Bro, shouldn't he be coming in on a horseback, bro?
I mean, at least something with real horsepower. I mean, I don't know if it. I mean, I guess he's the new age. Okay. I mean,
listen, man, those Rivians are nice, man. I've been in a Rivian.
I know they're nice. Don't get me wrong, man. You know, and I guess he's the Millennium Cowboy. You know, cowboys are supposed to be all about the old school, the big ram. You know, the big fucking half ton. You know, an electric truck. That doesn't seem very cowboy shit like.
Moving on. Undisputed Era. Kingdom. Sorry. I got allergies.
This week's segment of How to Fuck Up Adam Cole goes to...
Baby, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly against Daniel Garcia.
There we go.
And our guys over at FTR, man, oh my goodness, they're on Dynamite.
Friends of Phil.
Oh, man.
Friends of Phil.
It's always great to see Dax. It's always great to see Dax on Wednesday nights, man. Listen. We all know that they're setting up Danny Garcia versus Adam Cole. We all knew this before this trios match. But why has Danny Garcia done everything but defend his TNT title? That's what I want to know. You know, you leave me no other excuses here. You leave me with no other statements to make, Jesse. But they signed Danny Garcia with a bargaining chip of giving him the TNT title, and then they opted to do nothing with him.
I think they're giving buyer's remorse on Danny Garcia, man.
I mean, who wouldn't have buyer's remorse? Look at him. He's as uncharismatic and vanilla as fucking Walmart store-bought fucking ice cream, bro. Great value.
I don't agree with that. But I also don't agree that he is as valuable as they think that he is. I think Garcia is a solid mid-carder who needs some years of development and shit like that, character, gimmick. He can go in the ring. We're not even going to talk about that.
Well, he's a great wrestler, yeah, sure.
You know, but he's not as good. He's not as good as they think he is, which sucks because it sounds like that he's saying that he sucks. So I'm saying that he sucks. I don't think that he sucks. I just don't think he's as valuable as they thought that he was. That's all.
Danny Garcia is as irrelevant as the Rizzler on AEW television.
Oh, they love the Rizzler. What are you talking about?
He's more over than Danny Garcia, yes. When he's there.
When he's not wearing a WWE championship around his
Double chocolate chunk cookies. Who do you think is going to wrestle? Who do you think is going to wrestle Max Caster in this open challenge?
The Rizzler? Is that who it is?
Big Boom AJ.
They are also ruining Max Caster's run too. I don't know whose idea was for his heel run that he's on right now. This losing gimmick. I don't know if it's his or TK's or what. Either way, it's not working.
Neither is Danny Garcia, TNT champion. Another trios match. I would like to know, the last time we saw Danny Garcia in a trios match, he teamed with 2.0, Angelo Parker and Matt Menard against the Death Riders for the trios championships. Why did he give up his boys in 2.0 and now team with FTR? It's like they just materialized out of nowhere. He was part of one group and now he's with FTR. What happened to 2.0? They lost and he's got nothing to do with them anymore? What happened?
You want explanations now. That's what you fucking want?
I would love some sort of explanation. The last time we saw him, he was teaming with 2.0. And now he's teaming with FTR. What happened? Where did it go? How did this come to be?
Tell you what,
maybe we should X Dax. He's got an answer for everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. You'll get your answer when I find out why Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander are no longer together. How about that?
Oh, you're never getting that explanation.
I'm still fucking waiting. I feel like we'll find out who threw that pie in Kevin Owens' face before we find out why Stokely and Chris Statlander are no longer a thing.
Bro,
the guy said she was thicker than a Snicker.
I'm still waiting for who attacked Hideo Itami in the NXT parking lot.
Wait, that's a mystery too?
Yeah.
What happened? They never explained it?
They never explained it.
I thought so. So we have another mystery. Okay, so how many mysteries do we have in WWE?
Who knocked
Kevin Owens?
Who knocked Finn Balor off the top rope during that match with Roman Reigns?
Nobody. The rope collapsed.
But the rope was intact when we got back into the ring.
No, the rope collapsed. The top rope.
Well, who unhooked it? How did it collapse?
Because he weighs too much. The guy's like, what, 40 pounds? Finn Balor, the demon that's pretty heavy. It's the deep, bro. He had the demon outfit on that adds extra weight. See?
His soul was too heavy to carry the burden of a match with Roman Reigns. I see. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. That's what happened.
Right. You know what else?
Is that a mystery? I thought the rope just failed.
You know what else is a mystery? Why Danny Garcia is TNT champion.
I can't see those ropes failing. WWE's production crew and their staff is top notch, second to fucking none. If that ring crew put that ring together, it ain't coming down because Finn Balor's on the fucking top rope.
Danny Garcia is doing everything but defending the TNT title.
Yeah.
2.0 was his tag team partners only a couple of weeks ago, and now FTR are. I don't understand why. What happened to those guys? Why did you give them up for FTR? You're not going after the trios titles with those guys now, but FTR is. I don't fucking know. So many questions, no answers at all.
Lockbox.
The lockbox, yeah.
What is in Vince McMahon's lockbox?
You don't want to know.
Oh yeah, I think we probably kind of got that answer over the years, didn't we?
It may be one of those dildos that he gave a cool name to.
Shane was gonna reveal what was in the lockbox. Kevin Owens is still looking for who hit him with that fucking pie.
This one's called the Boogeyman, pal.
You know he had a Bobby Lashley, don't you?
This one's called the Cuckster, pal.
My God. When he put Bobby Lashley with Lana, you know he had a Bobby Lashley dildo. You know it was a big fucking black rod.
This one's called the Almighty, pal. Oh, my goodness. Anyway,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I have one simple question to ask you guys in the chat. Who cares about this? I mean, does this, again, Jesse, I have to go into the deep seas of Japan like Mercedes needs to go to find opponents, man. I gotta dig deep to find any sort of emotional investment, man. Where is it? Why does anybody care?
No one cares.
Why does anybody care? Tony, why does anybody care about this, man? Seriously, you're gonna make me rip my Symphony X hoodie. Why? Why? Where's the story? Where's the story, man? Oh, man. But this is setting up Danny Garcia versus Adam Cole. JD from New York, 206. It's great. Ask me if I give a fuck. Nobody cares. Come back from the break. Roddy's dishing out some offense. Big backbreaker until O'Reilly came off the apron. Diving knee on Cash. Gut buster into a backstabber. Punt kick combo from Cole, Strong, and O'Reilly. Dax managed to kick out. Harwood was surrounded. Hit a series of knees. Harwood sent Strong into Cole. Sank in the sharpshooter on O'Reilly, who got to the ropes. Garcia and Wheeler reappeared and tried for a triple sharpshooter. But we get a triple small package from the Undisputed Kingdom. All 6 men were up and then wiped out. And a reset of the match. Picking up towards the end here. O'Reilly is in the ring. Strong was called a sharpshooter. O'Reilly kicks to the chest. He no-sold it. O'Reilly sank in a guillotine. This is on Garcia, by the way. Wheeler applied an abdominal stretch. And Cole gets in there and jackknife pin on Garcia. Eventually gets the flash win for the win. Garcia had a blank expression. He couldn't believe he lost. He was pinned as champion. Undisputed Kingdom wins, and they stand tall. Garcia offered a handshake, but O'Reilly kicked it away, so FTR shoved him and Strong. Cole and Garcia separated their partners as Strong spat at Harwood, and Cole is getting a title shot. They already have the graphic ready in the corner of the screen. Garcia versus Cole, TNT title match this Saturday on Collision. Man, oh man, this is some compelling stuff, man. Danny Garcia, he lost, and now Adam Cole's getting a championship match. Not a Revolution, at Collision on Saturday.
He was so pissed too. Did you see him? He's like, couldn't believe it. Like the guy's never lost a match before. One would think.
Who cares? What are we? What Adam Cole is? I branded this guy as the next coming of Shawn Michaels. Where the fuck did we go wrong here, bro? He's on Saturday night in front of 250,000 people wrestling Danny Garcia for one of the most irrelevant titles in the sport. How did we get here? How did we get here? Anybody know?
This edition of How to Ruin Adam Cole?
I don't know. Listen, Adam, brother, baby, listen. I think you need to go find somebody else named Britt to go and get up in a relationship with and maybe pretend like things are okay again. Because as soon as that relationship... Well, I mean, whatever. But, I mean, I don't remember it being this bad when they were together.
Again, she's doing no better right now. Why is she not on TV?
I don't know. Maybe she started an at-home dental practice. I don't know.
Makes no sense, man.
Maybe she's planning her next cold plunge with DDP.
By the way, I want to put this out there before it slips my mind. If you are anyone that is sending packages to the homes of wrestlers, if you are showing up at their houses, if you're showing up in non-scheduled meet and greets to mess with these women or any of them, you are a low-life piece of fucking shit.
You're a fucking weirdo. And people call me and Jesse the weirdos. It's unbelievable.
Right. I mean, seriously. They're on social media defending it too. Well, if you're just mailing them a letter, then it's okay. I mean, no, it's not. If it's not at a scheduled meet and greet or at a wrestling event and you know where they are or where they live or what they're doing, you are a low-life piece of shit. Plain and simple. Stop it.
Oh, but I see Rhea Ripley at the supermarket in Orlando, and I followed her home like a fucking weirdo, man.
Fucking pieces of shit.
I know exactly how much she spent at the supermarket down there. I know exactly what road she took home. She stopped at Starbucks and ordered a grande vanilla latte with extra cream.
These people are real, man. These people, oh, well, their address is public information, so it should be okay to mail things to people.
She stepped outside of her house and took the mail inside from the mailbox at 3:07 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. These people legitimately exist. They exist.
They exist, man. They exist. Please stop it, you people. What is wrong with leave these people alone in their personal lives, man? But anyway.
What do you know, Short-Tongue Smoke? I have a better chance with Rhea than Buddy Matthews. He doesn't deserve her, man.
People, man. I don't. She's not going to fuck you.
Oh my God, man.
She's not. Man.
I don't know.
Some people are fucking really, really stupid, man.
Moving on. Claudio. By the way, if I didn't already say it, nobody gives a fuck about Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole. Really? Jesus Christ. What a bargaining chip that was. Please stay with us. We'll give you the TNT title. Yeah, sure. Fuck your title. Thanks for paying me, Tony. Way more than I really deserve. Claudio. He's looking for cope. We needed to cope with this terrible program tonight, who burst into camera shot and they brawled into the arena and to ringside. Wheeler Yuta, useless, showed up like he always does. Nobody wants him. Attacks Cope from behind, allowing Claudio to send Cope into the steps. Marina Shafir is watching on. Cope is thrown into the ring. Claudio hits a chair shot to the back repeatedly until Useless wanted to Pillmanize his neck. Claudio waved it off and wanted a concerto instead. Jay White's music hit. Stormed to the ring. This distraction allowed Cope to recover, grab a chair, hit a few shots, and spear Claudio. Shafir hopped on Cope's back, but he spun her off in time, right as Yuta charged him with a Busaiku knee, hitting Marina in the process. White laid out Yuta with a Blade Runner. Claudio was placed face first on a chair and was given a terrible concerto. The camera shot here was fucking way too close there, Mr. Mansory. I don't know what happened there, but Cope barely, and I mean barely, hit Claudio. That was like the fucking concerto we gave to Darby all those weeks ago that looked fucking ridiculous. So
was it as bad as Nia Jax?
Oh, that was
a fucking
double annihilator?
No. The bonsai drop.
The annihilator.
Is it a double? That's what it's called?
She calls it the annihilator, yes.
I don't fucking know what she calls it.
Yeah, she doubled annihilated Tiffy and Trishy, yes.
It was a double. She barely touched it.
That was awful.
It was, my God.
The worst bonsai drop I've ever seen.
And I saw people complaining, well, you people complain that she's, too rough because of her size. Well, she tries to go lighter and you complain. Motherfucker, you are a professional. It is your job to find the fucking happy median.
How about you don't do it? How about that?
It is your job to make it look real without injuring your fucking partners. Figure it out. That's what pro wrestlers do.
So Marina is out here. Claudio gets a concerto. Jon Moxley is trying to enter the ringside area, but he's stopped by Jay White, who has a chair. Cope sets up a Shafir concerto next, but he lifts the chair like Thunder Rosa does, and he doesn't swing it.
Oh, boy.
He doesn't swing it. And then out comes Willow Nightingale. She comes on out, and she delivers the concerto to Marina Shafir. Moxley was left horrified. The Death Riders are falling one by one. And Cope and Nightingale stand tall. Baby faces finally look strong over the decrepit Death Riders as Moxley's numbers have begun to dwindle, says Tony Schiavone.
Took out the whole damn crew in 1 week?
How soon before we see Jay White turn on Adam Copeland? 2 weeks.
Fucking pathetic, man.
Are we going to get why? Why is he turning on Adam Copeland? What did Adam Copeland do to him? I don't know.
You want to what? What?
Are they going to give us an explanation?
When I find out why Stokely and Stat broke up, then you'll get your fucking whys around here.
I mean, this wasn't a bad segment, but I mean, Willow, honestly, Willow hitting a concerto to Marina Shafir. What did Marina Shafir do so dastardly and diabolical to Willow Nightingale that she deserved the concerto?
You interrupted my promo twice. I will murder you, bitch.
Exactly what happened.
Jesus, I thought that was a little bit of an acceleration. I just wanted a wrestling match. I didn't know we were going straight to murder.
I don't know. I mean, again, I don't care. None of this is interesting at all. No. So the Death Riders are losing one by one. Now what? Mox is going to wrestle by himself on March 9th, and what happens then? Is it going to be revealed that Jay White's a member of the fucking Death Riders? Give me a break. Yes. Harley Cameron versus Deonna Purrazzo. This one was, I don't know, man. Felt like I was watching two wrestlers wrestle in quicksand here, bro.
Deonna Purrazzo made the worst decision of her career by coming to AEW.
She has fallen off in every aspect.
In theory, it made sense. I could see her going to WWE and becoming, just forgotten about. I mean, just falling to the wayside. There's a lot going on with the women there. I could see her falling to the wayside. I get it. So, in theory, coming to AEW was probably the smarter fucking choice. I could see her being a top fucking star here, which is how she should be booked. But Jesus Christ, she is not. She is being wasted beyond belief. I never would have anticipated. It looks like she was out there praising CM Punk on a daily basis right now.
The vendetta is as useless as Wheeler. That's how bad they are. Man. Nobody cares. Silence, crickets, no emotion, no sound, no reaction whatsoever when they come out. Deonna's out there, asked and tasked to put over Harley Cameron, who I'm surprised is still on TV. It's like AEW actually listened. Oh, look, we have something here, man. Lightning in a bottle. Everybody loves her. Let's keep her on TV. Normally, the old AEW, 12 months ago, would have taken her off TV and used her as fish feed for Mercedes. She's still on TV.
Still on TV. It's good. That momentum's going to dwindle down pretty soon, but it makes sense. I mean, again, she is not as good in the ring as I thought that she would be.
So we're out here after the commercial break. Before the break, Purrazzo absolutely decks Cameron with a pump kick. Baseball slide to the outside. We go to commercial break. Purrazzo, after the break, big spin kick, knee lift, near fall. She trapped Harley in a tree of woe. She managed to get out of it. Harley comes back, enziguri, and then we get a Shining Wizard for a near fall from Harley. Harley then wanted a bulldog. Purrazzo escaped into a pump kick. Big power bomb. Goes for a cover, gets a 2. And Cameron gets a roll-up out of a move from Deonna. Both women get up. Harley hits a reverse roll. The dice for the 1, 2, 3. And that's it.
Fucking. Bro, you need to put Harley Cameron in straight-up training courses with someone who knows what they're doing in the ring. Like Deonna fucking Purrazzo. You need to have Harley Cameron out there learning from Serena Deeb. Deonna Purrazzo. She needs serious training and fast if you plan on capitalizing on her current popularity. Because she cannot get out there and stink up the place like she did against Mercedes.
So what is the plan here? Is Harley now going to start winning matches? Is she going to fight for her rematch against Mercedes?
I hope not. I hope they don't just have her go out there and just start winning matches when she still performs the way that she does. Because now you're just forcing something that does not look well. I don't want to see Harley Cameron beating women like Deonna fucking Purrazzo. That's a terrible look. Deonna Purrazzo is a skilled fucking veteran. She has to be in your top 5 female wrestlers in that whole company. Probably top 3, to be honest with you, man. I mean, it's all subjective when you come in. If you want to talk about Mercedes, Deonna, and Serena Deeb, and shit like that, I mean, you get your top 3 or 4 right there, but she's right there up there with all of them. But you get Harley Cameron losing to? I mean, come on.
Listen, man, let's be real. Nobody's clamoring to see Deonna Purrazzo on television. Not a single fucking person in this chat. Nobody.
Well, I would love to see Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, I mean, look at all the talent. I mean, they don't give a fuck. They waste talent like they waste they waste water, man. They don't give a fuck. They don't really care. They push who they want and they push who their favorites is. That's it. Nobody's clamoring to see Deonna Purrazzo on television. The point of the matter is, it's sad that we are in a state where we see Mercedes as the belt collector. Meanwhile, this was Deonna legitimately 3 or 4 years ago. This was Deonna. She was the hottest free agent, hottest women's pro wrestler in the entire world in Impact. And she didn't go to WWE because of the way that they mistreated her the first time around. So you don't think Triple H, you don't think Shawn Michaels is looking at Deonna Purrazzo as a potential prospect? I could take Deonna. I could do a lot with her in NXT. I could make her into a star like Tony can't. So that's going to be the next thing. And she's got to wait this shit out. But the reason why she's in the position that she's in right now is because Tony has Fightful in his pocket, and Fightful put out a report about Deonna Purrazzo being unhappy and dissatisfied with her status in the company. And where did they hear that?
She was already being wasted before that.
So Tony takes that news and now is punishing her and doing nothing with her. You don't like your stance in the company? Now you're going to put over who I want you to put over.
I've been on record for weeks saying how Deonna Purrazzo was being wasted in a tag team, in a division that has no tag team titles.
In a division that doesn't have any story. There's no story. Nowhere outside Mariah and Tony. That's it. And even that is falling. It's on fumes right now. What are you going to do after that?
Gotta ride that shit out as long as they can.
Marina and Claudio, they were loaded into an ambulance together. Cope, Willow, and Switchblade. They watched as the door closed and sent the ambulance on their way. Great. Nobody gives a fuck about Wheeler and Marina and Claudio. Goodbye.
We are in a day and age, in a time where everyone who watches AEW religiously, everyone who knows anything about this company, they know that Marina Shafir is married to Roderick Strong. Why was Roderick Strong not out there concerned about his wife?
I don't know.
It just adds. It just adds to it.
I don't know. It's a good question.
It just fucking adds to it. He should have been back there checking on his fucking wife. I mean, you didn't even have to make it like front and center. You don't have to make it like he's now involved in it, but just like off to the side, he should be there looking in, checking in on the ambulance, on the phone, concerned. Bring it up when he's out there. Hey, you okay with Marina? Yeah, I heard from her. She was going to be okay. Let's go. Something. We know. They acknowledge that Renee is with Moxley. They acknowledge it. I love how they acknowledge it. When she did the interview with them, look, I want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, Jon Moxley is my husband, but when we are at home, we do not talk about what happens here at work, and he's a different human being than what you guys know of. So I'm just going to be here. Bro, that's not asking too much, and that was very well done. We know that Roderick Strong is married. If my wife is being put in a goddamn ambulance, at the very least, I'm there to find out what's going on. Sometimes the little things help.
You're asking this company to do something that makes logical sense?
Pretty much. Shame on me, yeah.
This is the same company that hates pulling back the curtain and revealing anything. This main event, though, this was probably the best Dynamite main event all year so far. Takeshita, where's your camera? What happened?
I didn't touch shit.
I don't see no Jesse.
Bro, nothing changed here.
Nothing changed here. I don't know.
Let me go find you. Let me find out where you went.
This was the best main event that Dynamite seen all year. Takeshita and Orange Cassidy. First time match here, international championship. You know, the company is fucking backwards in everything that they do and everything that they say. So why not this? The winner of this match gets to wrestle Kenny Omega, who did nothing to really earn a title shot to begin with. So he is the end goal for the champion. There you are. Now you're there. You are. Now I see you. There you are.
What happened there?
I don't know. We're almost done here.
All right.
Kenny Omega is the championship that is all being here. He is the final. We have to have the champion wrestle the right to wrestle Kenny Omega. Whose idea was that, man? I love to see the creative goon in the back who thought that was the best idea here for this. You really know what will get him, TK? If Kenny Omega is the championship, and the champion's got to wrestle the right to wrestle Kenny Omega. Regardless, this was an excellent match. Excellent match. So we'll pick it up after the commercial break. Cassidy battled back by flying off the top rope with a crossbody. Takeshita again couldn't be kept down. He hits a big lariat. Cassidy avoided a blue thunder bomb floating over. Tried to do the spinning DDT. Takeshita blocked it. Cassidy tried a stun dog millionaire. Takeshita countered that into a blue thunder bomb. Incredible spot. Best spot maybe in AEW all year. Cassidy then collapsed before Takeshita could hit the pump knee. So he tried a powerbomb. Cassidy countered. Tried for beach break. Both tumbled to the outside. Callis left commentary to get some shots in, but referee Bryce Rumsberg had to put a stop to it. Takeshita hits a forearm shot. Cassidy cleared the commentary table off, daring Takeshita to fight him. Put his hands in his pockets. Takeshita went for a powerbomb, but Cassidy connected on a beach break, and the table did not break. I don't know what AEW is constructing these tables with, but they need to actually construct it with something that is breakable. Solid enough that they can stand on it and breakable. This sounded and looked awful. I don't know why they even do it when they know 9 times out of 10 it's not going to break. And Cassidy looked like he came down right on his tailbone or he might have pulled a hamstring or something. Ridiculous spot. It didn't even look good. So after that, and the table barely breaking, Takeshita just broke up the count. He got back inside, as did Cassidy, at a 9 9/10. Takeshita went back outside. Cassidy hit a tornado DDT, ripped his sunglasses off Don Callis, who took them earlier in the match. Cassidy went for a diving DDT back inside. Takeshita knocked him out of midair with a big forearm. He then wanted to fire Thunder Driver. Cassidy turned it into a Stun Dog Millionaire, finally hit it. Cassidy wanted a Cazadora. Takeshita countered that into a Bastard Driver. He went for another one. Cassidy turned that into a massive flipping Cazadora for a near fall. Cassidy then looked for the big orange punch. Takeshita cut him off. Fire Thunder Driver, which looked great. And he gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Retains the International Championship. And the match that we all knew was going to happen 2 weeks ago is now confirmed. It's Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita for the International Championship. And I'm expecting Omega to win the International Championship because what else would they go and do? And that's the way Dynamite went off the air. Not with MJF, Bloody and Christopher Daniels. Not with the biggest storyline in the company right now. With Konosuke Takeshita pointing the gun at Kenny Omega, who wasn't even in the fucking building on Wednesday. Great match, but very predictable outcome.
Fell asleep before the main event.
There you go.
It's
sorry to hear that.
This episode just didn't click for me, man. The last few weeks, great. Decent shows. Above average. Even the average ones were just average. The ones that were above average, great. This was less than that. This was a slide backwards. I would like them to take a look at what they did here tonight compared to what they did over the last 3 to 4 weeks and do something differently. Jobber matches are unnecessary on Wednesday nights. We do not need to see enhancement matches on Wednesday night. We need to see stories that are leading into the pay-per-views, especially when we're just about there. We're heading into a pay-per-view. What the fuck do we need enhancement matches for? You have 2 hours to get us ready for the pay-per-view. Use them wisely. This was sad.
You know what I want to know? I'm looking at the top tweets for Dynamite tonight. Why am I not in any of the top tweets for Dynamite on Twitter? I'm one of the most prominent voices in the community, and I'm nowhere in the search for AEW Dynamite. That's what I want to know.
Ask your Vice President Elon, bro.
I don't know. The show is very predictable. And I said the same thing Jesse said before Dynamite even started. You look at the match card, you kind of know you're in for a long night and a show that's just not there. It was definitely a show, just looking at the match card, that you could say, you know what, guys, I'm not feeling it tonight. I would have much rather played Destiny all night. Honestly.
Oh, man. Me too.
Anyway, let's get into the Super Chats. Thank you guys for a great stream. Thank you for following me on TikTok, Twitch, and X. Thank you to everybody, all my audiences everywhere worldwide. Appreciate you. Let's get into the Super Chats here. Want to shout out my guy Dylan and Andrew for the big $100 bombs tonight. Michael Krause with a $2 Super Chat. JD, Jesse, OTS, how's everyone tonight? Let's go. Yeah! Thank you, Michael. Michelle with a 2. I feel like Mox is not losing the title to Cope. Probably not. Jay White's probably going to cost him, and we're not going to get an explanation as to why Jay White all of a sudden hates Adam Copeland. Maybe he's not a fan of Alter Bridge. Maybe he doesn't like Metalingus. Maybe he would prefer the other side. I don't know. Dylan, thank you, brother. Joshua, new member. Thank you, Joshua. What the fuck are you drinking? Joshua Hunter. Richard Cohn, 20. Hey, JD, this show was so boring. I went to sleep. Can someone tell Tony Khan to stop writing these shows? He sucks. Hey, maybe you or Jesse can write for this idiot. I love wrestling. I've watched it for 55 years. I'm 63 years old. Richard, if he's not listening to shows like us and listening to the feedback, there's no hope for Tony Khan. Michael Krause, $2 Super Chat. Prayers to the tribal queen of OTS. We are here for you. Yes, we are. Best in the world, Matt, with a $10 Super Chat. Tony fumbled. Tony fumbled. That was chanted during Ricky Stark's match last night on NXT.
I heard.
Wonderful debut from Ricky Saints yesterday on NXT, says Best in the world, Matt. Thank you, brother. Jay Miller, 3389 with a 2. TNT title reign. Did Danny Garcia no favors. NXT was right there. I know. Plus, he would have walked into that NXT women's locker room and been like, oh, my goodness. They got a lot of what Tony Brown likes. Kid Revos with a $10 Super Chat. I hear you, JD, but I fear they're about to strip Swerve of Nana because even with success of a heel turn, Ricochet still can't speak on the mic, and TK really wants to push Ricochet. Yeah, well, that's why they're bringing in Samantha. Apparently, she's been backstage at several shows, so I'm assuming she's already signed, sealed, and soon to be delivered.
You know, if I'll just throw this out there. If their plan is to take Nana from Swerve and put him with Ricochet to help get him over, I'll say this. That is not the absolute worst idea ever. Nana was key in Swerve getting over, and Swerve is over. And losing Nana will just make Swerve an even bigger babyface, to be honest with you. So it'd be fine. As long as they have a long-term plan for that. That's all I would ask. And as I say that out loud, that sounds fucking ridiculous to ask of this company. Yeah, if they did it to help to get Ricochet over as a heel, that would not be the worst idea ever.
I doubt they go with that, though.
Yeah.
That's too much of a drastic change there, but...
Yeah.
Shane Brown with 26 months. I'm not going to lie, JD, I don't watch AEW at all anymore. I just can't stomach it. I'd rather watch and listen to your stream to hear everything. Thank you, brother. There's more of you saying that same exact thing every single week. Andrew, thank you for the $100 Super Chat, brother. Appreciate you. All will be well, man. Be well, stay safe. You got our show to get lost in, man. There's a ton of content. Studa Beats. What's up, brother? $9.99. LOL. NXT and TNA working together makes AEW look that much worse. Now they got Ricky. My goodness. TK needs a Bible. Because only God can help this man now. I don't think even God can help Tony Khan. I don't even think God wants to help Tony Khan.
All right. I don't agree with that.
That he needs a Bible?
Everybody can use the Bible, but God loves everybody, including Tony Khan.
I'm sure he does. Talking about writing the shows and getting AEW back on track. He loves all of his sons and daughters. He loves you. He loves me.
Hope so, man. I can use it. I can use it.
MGM Ballin with a $4.99. Rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg. I know her best from Eurotrip. Such a funny movie. Yeah, she was a hottie.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. What
39 years old, man. Apparently she died of liver failure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know if she was someone who had alcohol problems, man. That's awful. That's awful.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Bodie McBoatface with the $2 super chat. AEW, what the fuck are you guys drinking? Shit product. Yeah. Yeah, tonight was not it. Bodie McBoatface. It was not it. Bid Moon with a $4.99. 400K. That's what you're predicting the Dynamite rating to be? I think they get at least 550. 550 tomorrow. Annoying Dreamer. The $4.99. Going to be at AEW's Go Home show next week in Sacramento. But now scared the show will suck. More than likely. More than likely it will. You got a 50-50 chance, brother.
Yeah.
Stangful with a 10. Yet another reason why I'll never trust Tony. This shit sucks. I actually feel bad for the talent. He cannot be trusted to fix this shit. It's clear at this point. I have so many things to say. Well, is at Tony Khan on X, Stankful. He sees everything. Jose Zarate with the $1.99. They ruined MJF. He's dying in AEW. Don't worry. When he jumps to WWE, he'll be immediately given the red carpet treatment.
I don't think he'll ever go to WWE.
MJF?
Yeah. Well, only because I think Tony Khan is gonna make it financially viable for him to stay in AEW. I think when that contract is up, I think he's gonna pay him absolutely whatever the fuck he wants.
MJF's at a point where he can command whatever he wants, and WWE would be foolish not to give it to him.
I think Tony Khan will pay him more.
He will. He will offer him more, absolutely.
It will absolutely be the bidding war. He's gonna pay that man whatever the fuck he wants.
And I would tell
TKO offers him, he's gonna offer him more.
I would tell MJF directly to his face, no bullshit, that it would be a career mistake if he takes the money. Not everything needs to be about money. You got your money this contract, you got your money now, great. Now you have to worry about your career, which I could see him foreshadowing. It's not about anything else but MJF now. Good. Take that same attitude with you when your contract is up and go where you need to go. Because there's nothing he can do here to save this place. Nothing. There's nothing more he can even do storyline wise, title wise. He's done it all. The fuck does he need to do?
He's going to become the highest paid pro wrestler on the planet.
It's great. The highest paid doesn't necessarily mean the best. You take a pay cut and you go wrestle where the best are right now. And main event WrestleMania.
I think he's going to have to. I think if he leaves AEW, it is going to be for a pay cut because whatever the fuck it is that TKO offers him, I'm telling you right now, Tony Khan is going to offer him more.
There is no way. There is no way that man is creatively fulfilled. I would bet money on it. He's not creatively fulfilled.
Absolutely not. He's not.
So why would he stay? He could sit home. He could fly back to Long Island and count all his fucking money. Great. I love money just like everybody else does, but Jesus Christ, man, you're going to lay your head down to sleep and count what? Your money in your sleep? Or you're going to fucking rest easy knowing, man, I told a great fucking story out there and I made my money. Man, I main evented WrestleMania with CM Punk. Man, I main evented WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Yeah. I'm hearing they get beef.
Who?
Max and Punk.
Who cares?
No, I'm just like I don't mean like he won't go because of that. I just mean like I thought they were cool. I thought they were fine. I didn't know they actually had beef.
If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I mean, they go to WWE, everything will be harmonious for the sake of
it's not gonna,
the
it's not going to change anything.
No,
it's not going to affect anything as far as his decision. But I didn't know that they had beef though. I thought they were cool.
Studa Beats with the $1.99. Rico was the best part of the show tonight. How? I guess. Listen, man, he needed to change. People are liking what he's doing. It's great. He needed to do something, and he's doing it.
Yeah.
Thankful with the 10. Opening segment, love both guys, but this is how you open the show. Hangman rolls up in a electric vehicle with bullhorns. An EV. Badass cowboy shit on TV in an EV. That shit was pathetic to me. I would have had MJF roll up in that. Yeah.
I agree, man. Like that's not cowboy shit.
No.
That's not cowboy shit.
Maybe it was the only thing at the rental place.
I mean, I guess. I mean, but I'm sure someone has a pickup truck around that they could have used for 5 seconds, though. I mean, I don't know. Something that guzzles gas. That's what I would expect.
Pedro Rivera with a 999. Totally agree with you, JD, and really appreciate your honesty in regards to AEW and WWE. It's TGE reason why I enjoy your podcast. Or you mean it's the reason? It must have been a typo. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thankful with the $10 super chat. Roll up in a knockoff supercar, followed a few minutes later by Hangman in a monster truck with bullhorns, and fucking smash the car. Then you continue with the match and promos. Does anyone think? Bro, I think Jesse and I laid it out beautifully, man. That shit's going up on the second channel probably on Thursday morning. Glow J with a 5. What are they doing over at AEW? These writers are horrible. Fell asleep watching it. Well, you and Jesse? You and Jesse both. The impeccable Twizomania with a 2. No message. Thank you to Twizomania. James Hammond with a 199. WWE has acknowledged BHM due to Trump. DEI, Jesse.
What is...
They haven't acknowledged Black History Month.
Black History Month.
They have not.
No.
Vince would usually play a video package on the first of or the first Monday of February.
They normally do.
Yeah.
Look, I don't like calling out every last single symbolism of possible racism because it kind of makes you look like the boy who cried wolf for every last single thing. So I like to hold off like the blatant shit and kind of put that on blast. But yeah, WWE has been known to normally put on a MLK package or something like that, and if they have not, and also I have not watched every last single WWE show, so I'm guessing maybe I missed it. If you guys say they never ran one, makes sense to me. I mean, I would not be shocked if we get up to a point where Black History Month is no longer Black History Month.
TikTok,
sounds fucking crazy.
TikTok chat, what's up, guys? Everybody wants me to say hello over there.
What's up, TikTok? It sounds about as crazy as renaming the Gulf of fucking Mexico.
It's the Gulf of America, bro.
Exactly.
It's the Gulf of America. Mr. Noob with a $10 super chat. Does anyone else find it curious that there are no stories about Thunder Rosa in any dirt sheet with how leaky of a ship AEW is? Someone at Fightful can make a call about NXT chants. IWC journalists are trash. Thunder Rosa gave one of the most scripted excuses on Busted Open about what happened last week, and we did not see any of that continue this week after they were telling a direction. Now,
I saw what she said. I didn't hear an excuse. She said words, but I never heard a reason why that whole thing happened the way.
Because Tony told her if you're going to go on Busted Open and you're going to get asked about this is the answer you have to give. So please give it.
It was such a PR fucking non-answer. It was such a non-answer.
I could tell you what Sapp is not going to tell you because he's not allowed to, because Tony is controlling Fightful. They went into business for themselves. Anybody watching that saw that. So something went wrong there.
So I heard something about what went wrong. And I'm not going to get into it because if it's true, then it involves a lot of personal demons. And I'll leave it just like that, man. We don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, then some personal demons came into play in that segment.
Personal demons?
Yeah, man.
From who?
Yeah.
Thunder? All right, tell me off air. Caden Crawford with a 5 months. Love this community. Loved the live. The best in this community. So glad to be part of it. OTS for life, JD, Stephanie, I see the vision. P.S. Tony Clown sucks. Everybody should see the Stephanie vision. If you don't,
Oh, man.
I'm manning the ship. Bearded Beast with 9 months. Thank you, Bearded Beast. Good show, OTS. Enjoyed your live with Coach. I'm ready for the chamber on Saturday. OTS for life. I am ready too.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's good shit.
Yeah. We did almost 15,000 views on that. Normally, Coach doesn't even get that many. JD's a draw, I guess.
And I caught your shout out to me. Much appreciated.
There you go. Blue Jay with a $2 super chat. This is the last one here. How many people would MJF cook in WWE? A lot. Most of the roster. Anyway, guys, that is all we got for you. I'm getting out of here. I'm about to do some Destiny 2 Grandmaster Nightfalls because that's what I should have been doing instead of watching this fucking ho-hum, boring Dynamite tonight. Anything you want to add, Jesse, before I rev up the Mustang?
Oh, man, let's get it, man. You want to run something?
Have you done this one? All right, so you know what you're doing. All right. Guys, thank you very much for all your support. I appreciate you a lot. And everybody that's been sending me some sad messages, man, via the super chats and DMs. Everything's going to be all right, okay? Major with a 199. How much will it take for JD to review NXT? I may have to review that Roadblock show. I don't know. Shaping up to be a banger show. Live from Madison Square Garden. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I am about to get out of here. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Thank you to watching me on all the platforms we were live on tonight. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications, and please leave me a comment down below. All of it helps us out in the algorithm. And thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes right here on Off the Script. I'll see you live with more content tomorrow right here on Off the Script. We'll see you guys later.